Think
Okay.
we are live, Nate, are we?
Not yet. I'll keep an eye out.
Can't believe it's our anniversary. This is
Yeah,
exciting.
I know. It's so incredible. No, we're still not showing up yet. Okay, I think we are live now. I think we're live now.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome everybody. Tonight is a huge night for Nate and myself, and we are just so excited to bring to you a very special sale because this is our 3-year anniversary, which is crazy to me. So, Nate and I were actually on the phone the other day, and Nate said to me, "When did we have that first sale in the hotel room?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, when did we?" And then we were talking about it and we looked it up and we're like, this is crazy. This is our 3-year anniversary. So Nate, welcome to you. I can't believe we've been doing this for 3 years. It's so exciting.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? Sometimes I think of it 3 years. That's such a long time, but it's gone by really fast. I mean, it
Hmm.
really has gone by fast, and that's what happens when you're having a good time, I guess. But yeah, 3 years, crazy.
It's so true. When you're having fun, you're doing what you enjoy, and you're getting to see some pretty things along the way and meet some incredible people. It really does fly by. And to me, I just can't believe it's been 3 years because it seems like just yesterday that we started this all. And I remember the sale so vividly, Nate, because we were live from the hotel room on the world's longest yard sale. I actually brought the brooches with me and we sold from the hotel room. And then Nate and I said, "Oh, that's pretty fun. We should do more of that." And that's kind of how this all started. But of
Yeah,
course, it couldn't have continued without all of you guys that show up every week and watch us.
totally.
We are so grateful for that. I mean, we have definitely carved out this little niche late night sale, and I love every minute of it. And Nate, of course, I couldn't do this at all without you being so dedicated to bringing great pieces and showing up and
Oh,
welcoming
I think
everybody.
you could. I think you could do it perfectly well without me. I couldn't do it without you, with all the support that you give me, with all the PayPaling and the packing, the amazing packing. Yeah, I'm definitely the second wheel on a unicycle in this
Oh, yeah.
situation. But yeah, 3 years, absolutely crazy.
It is crazy and it's so fun. So tonight we've got some great things lined up for you guys. We have Miriam Haskell jewelry coming to the sale tonight. I believe we've got a Weiss piece in tonight's sale. We
Yep.
have the most amazing vintage and antique pieces, as well as tons of giveaways. We're doing like 5 giveaways, Nate.
Five. Yep, five. We've both got a Juliana for
Yep.
Sarah Coventry tonight. Both of us have got a brooch that was designed by Juliana for Sarah Coventry. So that's
Yes.
interesting as well.
And I think I have a Juliana piece as well coming tonight. So we just have lots of crazy good stuff. And Nate, you probably saw his little preview on Instagram. The brooch to beat all brooches will be here tonight as well, which is great. So we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a real party in here. And I see the first person in the house tonight is Linda. Welcome in from Michigan.
Hi, Linda Barnum. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. And the Everyday Crafter, welcome in to you too. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in. And Sweet Tea's Treasures. Welcome in.
Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you, sweetheart. And Virginia's here as well. Hi, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. So glad to have you. And Angela is here on this special day. Angela is our moderator extraordinaire, along with Karen Gillett, who's also in the chat and does amazing work for us. So, Angela, give yourself a round of applause
Yeah,
because I think you have been helping us for almost 3 years, and we could not do this without you either.
yeah, totally. Angela is amazing. She who must be obeyed. What Angela says goes. Hiya, Kim.
Hi,
How lovely
Kim.
to see you. And
And
Renee.
hey.
Hi, Renee. Nice to see you too.
Raven is here. Welcome in, Raven. So glad to have you.
Thanks. Hi, Raven. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, wishing us a happy anniversary. Toby, buddy, nice to see you.
Hi,
Oh,
Toby. Glad to
that's a
have
new
you
name.
here.
What a cute photo. Oh, that's
That
such a love.
photo is great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, Toby. We are a great group. There's a lot of wonderful folks in the chat. And Karen is here from Canada. Again, Karen is one of our other moderators that keeps the chat running smoothly. And we just can't thank her enough for showing up every week for us. And of course, her husband has a fantastic vinyl channel. If you're into vinyl, Gavin, Grady Gruppo, did I say that right? Recordings. It's a long name. Has a fantastic channel if you love good tunes. So check his channel out this evening as well. Angela, I'm sure, can put in the link to his channel in the chat.
Yeah.
And a special hello to Chastity, my best friend. Welcome in, Chastity.
Hi, Chastity. Nice to see you.
Welcome in. KP is here as well. Welcome, KP.
Hiya, KP. And Sharon Sue. Hi, Sharon Sue.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Keep on sparkling and shining. Well, we will definitely do that.
Look at that puppy.
Oh, my gosh. How cute is he?
Joan's puppy is gorgeous, but Sharon had a beautiful little, it looked like is that a King Charles?
That's so cute. It does look like a King Charles Spaniel.
Oh, beautiful. Hi, Joan Plavier. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in, Joan, and your cute doggo as well. Yes, the Emmons brooch is making a fabulous appearance tonight. I thought that I should wear this brooch because this really is the brooch that started it all, the giant starburst brooch. My mom got this from a viewer of hers, and it's a little bit too large to wear on the news, and she knows I love starburst, so we actually sort of share this brooch, but I wear it here, and I had it put on one of my merch shirts that Angela created for me. So this sort of is the first big brooch that sparked my blingy brooch obsession and why I had to wear this tonight for our 3-year anniversary, which is very fun.
Fantastic. It's a fantastic piece.
Nettie, welcome in.
Hi, Nettie. Lovely to see you.
And Greg.
Greg. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you, Greg. And Amy B as well. Hi,
Amy. Welcome in. Sally is tuning in tonight as well. Welcome in. And look at that cute puppers. Oh, my God.
And a little cat as well.
Oh, that's so darling.
Hi, Sal. Hi, Proud American. Hi, Delbert. Nice to see you, buddy.
Hi, Delbert. And I would like to take a moment and give a special shout out also to Louie, because many of you guys may not know this. Nate, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but tomorrow is a very, very special day. Not only is today our 3-year anniversary, but we're celebrating tomorrow because that's Louie's birthday. She turns 6 tomorrow.
Wow.
Yep, I can't believe it.
6 years of terror from that little dog.
Louie does get into things, that is for sure. She's a little gremlin sometimes, but we love her.
Totally. Robin Cormier, welcome in, Robin. Lovely to see you. Monica's here as well. Hi, Monica Gear.
Hi, Monica. And Deborah Williams tuning in. Welcome in to you, Deborah.
Hi, Deb. Nice to see you. Tracy. Hi, Tracy Cakes.
Welcome in. Thank you. Yes, I know. It's just so wonderful. Heather is here tonight as well. Welcome in, Heather.
Hi, Heather. Heather and I have been playing tag all day since D sale, I think. Nice to see you, Heather. And Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you. Welcome in.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome in. Let's see who else is here. Nikki's tuning in as well with us. Welcome in, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki Mars. And Sandra Grimm. Hiya, Sandra. Nice to see you.
I hope every one of you had a fantastic 4th of July yesterday. Nate was so kind. He wished us all a 4th of July in our little Instagram group chat, which I thought was so nice of Nate to remember, because I know it's not a holiday that you celebrate there. No. Which someone did ask you that one time, didn't they?
I've been asked it on numerous occasions, actually. Yeah, numerous
so
occasions.
Funny to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's sweet. It's sweet. No, but we don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Hi, Raven McCall. Hi, Raven. And Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary.
Hi, Rosemary. Welcome in. Let's see. Yes, here's to many more fantastic years in jewelry, which is fun. Sylvia's tuning in. Welcome in, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia Lee. And Christy Garza is here as well. Thank you,
Hi,
Christy.
Christy. Oh, I tell you, Sally, we have had some incredible brooches. I was thinking back today of all the pieces that I've sold over the years and how many just amazing pieces of bling that I've gotten to touch and bring to people. And that's just so cool. I love
Mm,
knowing that a lot of the pieces we've had have gone to people that really appreciate them and love
yeah,
them and give them good homes. That just makes my heart so happy. So
yeah.
I'm glad all of you guys enjoy the sparkle as much as we do. Oh, the tray does match my jacket. I didn't even notice that, but
Yeah.
that's very cool, Kim. Yes, it
Oh,
does. Fabulous bathing beauty behind me. Gavin's here. Welcome in, Gavin.
hey, Gaza. Nice to see you, buddy. Joe's here as well. Hey,
Hi,
Budster.
Joe. Welcome in, and Carly is here, just getting out of fireworks. Ooh, fun, Carly. We still
Hiya,
have
Carly.
some rogue fireworks shooting off around the apartment over here, which is fun. And it's always neat to see fireworks. I still kind of feel like a kid watching fireworks every time I see them. I could just watch for hours. It's so magical to me, and I really enjoy the New York fireworks. I think the best out of all the firework display. But I love the music. If you guys tune into the Capitol Fourth, I think they've got the best music around because it's the kind of Boston pops type music that I grew up on. So I really love that. Nate, I saw yesterday you guys might have been live streaming the New York fireworks. Did you enjoy them?
I did see a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the fireworks. They're really quite heavily regulated here. You can only buy fireworks, I think, 2 weeks up before Guy Fawkes Night. That's when we put off our crackers and things. That's that's a celebration of Guy Fawkes who attempted to burn down the Houses of Parliament in England. So that's when we have our fireworks displays. But yeah, 2 weeks before the day you can buy them. Even Australia is even harder. I don't think you can buy fireworks in Australia anywhere unless you're in Canberra. If you're in the
Oh,
ACT,
interesting.
which is really strange, but the ACT has a lot of very odd state laws. But yeah, in Australia you can't even buy them.
Wow. So there are regulations here, but I think that the regulations have loosened a lot. It used to be that big fireworks were technically illegal here, I think, because of all the dry brush and everything. They didn't want
Yeah,
fires to start, but now they're legal. And the people that are near us that were shooting off some fireworks last night, they said, "Oh, if you have a fire extinguisher," now I don't know how true this is, but if you have a fire extinguisher, out where you're shooting them off, you're technically fine and safe from the police. So I don't know, but it was fun getting to just be in my own backyard and watch the local neighbors shoot stuff off, and um, I enjoyed that a lot. That was really cool.
yeah.
But I still think the fireworks are always a good time, at least in my book. Let's see here. Lisa is here. Welcome in, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa Day. Nice to see you.
Hi,
And Helen.
Helen.
Helen is here as well. Hiya, Helen. Lovely to see you. Tracy. Nate, you are such a kind soul. I remember meeting you as I hopped around trying to meet new people and grow my channel. You were absolutely amazing in greeting me. Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet, Tracy. Thank you for saying that. That's lovely. Oh, that's such a sweet thing to say.
Tracy, it's so true. Nate is one of the kindest people I know. He really is, and that's I think how we became such good friends so fast. Is in the chat. He was always a friendly person to greet me when I was in the chat, locked up in my house all during
Oh,
the
the COVID.
pandemic and feeling
Yeah.
very isolated. And here was Nate, that was just always kind to everyone, and I thought that was so wonderful. And then getting to talk with him on
I have a
Instagram was
I
great.
think it's also that I have quite a good memory for names, even
You
if
do.
names aren't in the title. I've got a very, very good technique for remembering names. Um, and Tracy, that is so kind. I'm really touched that you said that. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes. Thank you, Tracy, for tuning in and being with us. We're so glad you're here. And everyone, of course, check out Tracy Cakes Coffee and
Be in
Shop,
shop.
their channel. I'm
Absolutely.
sure Angela
Rachel,
can put that in the chat. Welcome in, Rachel.
Hi, Rach. Nice to see you.
Rachel is here. Let's see who else is tuning in that I'm missing. Lisa's here. Welcome in, Lisa, from New York.
From New York City. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you.
And Linda Tilford is here as well. Welcome in, Linda.
Welcome, Linda. And I see Karen's here as well. Welcome in, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Lisa. So many great people in the chat tonight.
Oh, it is a Cocker Spaniel, Sharon Sue says. He's gorgeous. What a lovely looking face.
That's fantastic. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for tuning in. And DB Buys is here as well.
Hi, DB. Lovely to see you. Kathy Neitholt is here as well. Thank you for your congratulations, Kathy.
Aw, thanks, Kathy. We're so glad to have you in the chat this evening. And Amy B is here as well. Amy is my postcard friend. And yes, thank you for the happy birthdays for Louie.
April. Hi, April Butler.
April, welcome in.
Lovely to see you. And Sally, if we missed you, Thrift and Not Hoarder Sal. Nice to see you too. Holly is here.
Hi,
Holly is here.
Welcome in, Holly.
Hi, Holly Parker. Wow, how lovely to see you.
Ellen, I love it. You know, I have to take a moment and laugh about this. So if you were at the sale last week, I had a QP card, postcard that I sold in a little lot. And, you know, it didn't even register to me that I had actually said this live until about 5 seconds later when I saw the whole chat laughing. And I was like, oh, that's funny. They're laughing. Why is that? And then it registered in my brain what I had just said without even thinking. And I was like, I cannot believe I just said that live about a QP, but it was so funny. So Helen, thank you. No, I do not have any QP postcards this evening, but I will definitely be bringing some more when I get them in the future. And there actually may be more in that lot of 700 that I bought, but I'm still sorting through those, which is fun. I expect you to be soothing. So, your baseball team just lost. Oh, Raven, I'm sorry. Who were you rooting for?
Heidi Esterholm. Nice to see you, Heidi, as always.
Nice to see you, Heidi. Oh, Catherine says she just got a brooch that she has to show me. It secretly holds ration stamps. Whoa. Nate, have you ever seen anything like that?
No, that's really interesting.
That is very cool. Catherine, I have a scarab brooch that you might really like tonight. Again, always no pressure, but I have a feeling that you might kind of go bananas for it. But that is so cool. I can't wait to see it. Buttermilk and Cream is here. Welcome in.
Hey, Buttermilk. That's a cute name. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Lady, happy anniversary. I remember when you both started to pop in various channel chats, always so kind to all and helpful. Really miss your period of deep dives when we did the tale of the triptych. Yeah,
that was a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
That was a lot of work, wasn't it? And terrifying, absolutely terrifying for me. Karen from Prairie Stone Collectibles. Lovely to see you too.
Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Oh, Tina and Jason are here. Welcome in, Tina and Jason.
Hi, how lovely to see you both. Oh, that's so nice.
I have to say, I was so close to your shop and you guys were out of town. I saw on Instagram you were visiting a place that I would love to visit. So you were in Wildwood and I was up near Vinny and we were trying to coordinate our schedules to see if I could get up, and I wanted to surprise you guys, but it just didn't work out. So next time I've got to come up and see your shop. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. And I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Let's see. Raven says the New York show was wonderful. It usually always is. And I love the fireworks that come off of the top of the Empire State Building, because of course I am obsessed with the Empire State Building. Let's see.
Yeah, Amy, we do. We celebrate Guy Fawkes Day. That's our day for crackers and fireworks. Hi, Debbie K.
Welcome in.
Welcome in. Nice to see you.
My mom is hopping in. Welcome in, Mom.
Dogs are happy the pops are over, I bet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure because poor Riley, our family dog, he does not like the fireworks, and they are very near where all the fireworks happen. So that is um, definitely a challenge for him. Louie luckily doesn't get scared; she just barks a lot. So I'm sure she's happy that it's over too. Couldn't
There's Natalie. Hi,
breakfast.
Natalie.
Natalie's here. Welcome in, Natalie.
Hi, nice to see you. And
So
Randy
good to have you
Grossklaus
in
is
the
there
chat.
as well.
Hi, Randy. Welcome in.
Hi, buddy. Nice to see you.
Oh, the color does very scream Florida. I was thinking very Florida Golden Girls. And
That's a
speaking,
really 80s color, isn't it? It's
it is
such a cool color.
it is a cool color. Speaking of Florida, I have to announce something very exciting. I don't know if you guys saw this on my Instagram or not, but one of our local hotels, which is a beautiful roadside 1950s attraction where they filmed a TV show with Rue McCallaghan of Golden Girls. They were planning to tear down, and I wrote to about 9 of the city commissioners. I was actually going to go speak at the hearing, the city council hearing they had, but I couldn't make it. But it did turn out, after all of the writing and the protesting people were doing, the fabulous neon of the Magic Bunny Motel and the Magic Bunny Motel has been saved so far from demolition. So that is exciting news to me because I love all that wonderful architecture and definitely a lot of 1980s flamingos and things were put into that design of the roadside motel down in St. Augustine. So if you've ever been there, it is saved from demolition, which is great.
Oh my God, Cheryl. Have we ever had a super chat? I think that's like our very first ever super chat.
I think we've only had maybe a few.
I can't
Wow,
remember.
Cheryl. Thank
Wow.
you so
Thanks, Cheryl. You're such a sweetheart.
That
Oh,
is so kind,
wow.
Cheryl. Thank you very much.
I don't think I've ever had been on when there's been a super chat. Maybe you have on other. I'm sure we haven't. That is incredible.
I'm not
Oh
sure if you've been on, but
my
Cheryl, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Cheryl, you're such a sweetheart.
You are. That is a big day. Tracy says that she would love to do a spotlight on us sometime at the coffee and shop. We would love to do that, Tracy, and just email us or message us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Message us about what it's about. Give us all the details. Blue Phoenix, congrats on 3 years. It's always been such a pleasure hanging out, admiring great jewelry. I've enjoyed your dynamic and sometimes feel like it's a bling podcast.
Bling podcast. I love that name, Amy.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
nice.
That is so nice. Your cousin is here, Gay. Welcome.
Oh, Gay. Hi, sweetheart. Lovely to see you.
In. Let's see who else is tuning in. Yes, next time we're in the area for sure, Tina and Jason. I got to make that happen. Let's see. Oh, I would love to go to Wildwood. That's on my bucket list. Let's see who else have we. I think we're caught up. Let's do a giveaway. How about that, Nate?
Fantastic. Okay. If you're new here, you don't know the details of the giveaways. They are open to everybody. You don't need to intend to purchase anything to enter into the giveaways. We'll cover the postage. It's letters of the alphabet. Guess as many times as you like, but just one letter at a time. And good luck. Hey, Jeffrey, buddy.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hey, man. Nice to see you.
Okay.
So good luck, people.
This is our first giveaway of the evening. It is this fabulous little round faux pearl brooch with lots of sparkle and a delightful array of colors. So this is our first giveaway up for the evening, and we're going to see who wins that little beautiful springy number.
Oh, okay. I've seen it. Let me just go right back up to the top to make sure that was the first time.
And if you can text me, Nate, so we make sure that it's all good. So I'm going to double check to make sure we got the same person. Okay, I see it. Okay.
Okay, let me tell you who I see.
Yes,
Okay.
that's who I see. And what
Okay,
was
with
the letter, Nate?
B for Bob, and it goes to Carly. Congratulations,
Carly.
Carly.
Congratulations, Carly. You are winning this fabulous little brooch. Oh my goodness. That is our first giveaway of our 3-year anniversary sale. How very exciting. We have
Welcome,
5 giveaways tonight.
welcome in, Denise. I saw you there, and Debbie K as
Hey,
well. Welcome
Debbie.
in.
All right. That's
Okay,
very exciting.
here we
Oh,
do.
we have another super chat, Nate,
Oh,
from
oh,
Tracy Cakes and Coffee Shop. Cheryl led the way for every to show appreciation for the channel, and these two awesome sellers, kind places on YouTube are not plentiful, and they are a blessing. Happy 3 years. Aw, thank you,
oh,
Tracy, so very much.
Tracy. Oh,
That's wonderful.
my heart is exploding. Oh,
That
thank
is
you.
so kind. Thank you, Tracy. We do appreciate that.
So sweet. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, I say we jump right into the sale this evening because we do have
Except
some fabulous pieces.
we should do the housekeeping first because we've
Yes,
got lots of new people.
we do. So let's check in on the housekeeping. This is how the sale will work this evening. Hi, Barbara Kay. Welcome in. Okay, so if you claim an item from either Nate or me, please send the following information to my email. That's Katie at katiescreations1.com. There's a couple of pieces of information that I need from you. That's your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address with zip code, and your PayPal email. All of the items that you are seeing on screen are shipping from Florida. So even though Nate is currently in New Zealand, all of his stock is with me, and we can give you a great rate through Pirate Ship, and all the orders will be automatically combined. We do ship overseas, so if you are anywhere in the world that Pirate Ship ships to, I am able to ship to you. Just keep in mind that the shipping is a little bit more expensive, being that you are overseas and not in the United States. But with our simplified export rate, we are able to get you a great deal. Also, when bidding on the items tonight, you will see yourself first in the chat. So refresh often to make sure you're up to date with the feed. This also really does help with the lag. And we know, guys, there's a big lag. We can't fix it, but we can give you some tools to help with that lag. So make sure that you are in live chat if you are on a computer, and all messages if you're in a cellular device. Go ahead and toggle out of top chat. If you feel that you're lagging throughout the sale, you can hit the little gear and put yourself into fast mode so that it will catch you up with the sale. And with that, also, all bids are true bids, and you can outbid yourself. We do not do just in case on this sale, but all the bids that you do place are bids. So if you want to outbid yourself in order to win an item or secure an item, that is okay. All right, I think that covers everything. Nate, did I catch everybody up to
Yep.
speed?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Hiya, Barbara K.
Hi,
Thanks,
Barbara.
Jenny.
Welcome in.
Thanks, Jenny. Poodle sends her apologies. She was up all night with fireworks and barking dogs. So she sent me a message today, and she sends her apologies to everybody.
Oh, poor Poodle. But I know how that is. It can, 4th of July is fun for us, but it can be really difficult for pets. So
Yeah.
I am so glad that Poodle is taking some rest. But I know the alleyway is being well run by probably Helen and a few other people who are working with Poodle this evening. So that's always fun. And I told Poodle earlier, I said, there has been some shenanigans in the alleyway.
Oh,
Virginia.
Virginia.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. This is just so kind.
I'm going to make a grown man cry any minute.
You know what, Amy? I have to say, we should make a Discord that is the alley. But the alley, as of right now, has just been a virtual experience run by Poodle, sort of a state of mind, if you will. But we could actually have a real alleyway on Discord. So Nate and I will talk about that. We could set up a Discord server if all of you guys want to chat during the week. That would actually be very, very fun. Carly, I did not, unfortunately. We decided, our little group here at the apartment decided that since so many people around us shoot off fireworks, there's a neighborhood behind us that always does, we would just go out into the parking lot and watch them. Downtown is really fun to see the fireworks, but you have to almost be there all day and so, to get a good spot and parking and such. And since we were doing a barbecue here and hanging out by the pool, we figured we would just kind of stay local to our area. But I think next year, definitely we might plan to go like to the beach or something, which would be really fun. Yes. Okay, well, I say we get started with our fabulous first brooch of the evening. And I mean, get ready for some sparklers tonight, guys, because we we really have brought the bling. This first piece, Angela, is starting off at $32, and it measures 2 3/4 inches in size. And Nate, this is one of your very special pieces for the evening, I believe. Oh, Colleen.
Oh, Colleen.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice.
That's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Oh my God, I'm going to start getting teary.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, Natalie, definitely. I will let you know. Okay, so this one is pretty spectacular.
I've had this brooch before. Katie has had this brooch before. This is the classic Juliana for Sarah Coventry. As far as I'm aware, they made 2 brooches for Sarah Coventry, and tonight we have both of them. This is a lovely piece with these beautiful blue ABs and the dark blue. It is so pretty. It's a classic. I don't have dimensions on anything, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, this is 2 3/4 inches.
Carl.
That's funny.
Thanks, Chunk Waffle. I tell you, if I take my shirt off, I'm going to have to give people back their money.
Oh no, my brooch just undid itself. It's so heavy, this brooch. Hi, Dennis.
Welcome Dennis, buddy.
Oh, the party kids again. Oh my gosh, Tracy, that's so kind of you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That's so not necessary, but it's so incredibly kind.
Amy asked if this is Blue Lagoon, and I believe that this is the one. It's Blue Lagoon for Sarah Coventry for Juliana, and this is marked Sarah Coventry on the back. But on the Juliana website and in the Juliana books, they do mention that this was designed by Juliana for Sarah Coventry. And the AB stones in this, to me, are just fabulous.
Yeah. I think this is, it's funny because this, I think, is my favorite Sarah Coventry.
Yeah.
And for it to be actually made by Juliana is really interesting. It looks lovely on the back. Oh, Colleen.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. That is amazing. Oh, thank you so much. The start price is $32 on this beautiful brooch. It's a very good size. The blue colors are amazing in this. The really icy, purpley Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, this is a classic design, this brooch. I absolutely love it. And again, Juliana, always the best stones. It was always quality all the way.
All prong set. Look at the puddling on the back is just absolutely smooth as you could ever want. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, and this is on that, almost on that side of it not been worn. It's been so well taken care of.
It has. And look at this. I mean, I know I'm wearing this pig brooch right now, but imagine this at the collar. Oh my gosh, that would just be gorgeous. Or on a lapel. And we've got to get the paparazzi effect going here. We'll get this this back where it gets really, really blingy. Look at that sparkle.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, let me fix what's going on here. There we go. Oh my gosh, Tracy, you are just too kind. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Tracy.
Thank you so very, very much.
Oh, Tracy is so kind.
Okay, so we're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards. And since Tina and Jason were in the chat, this postcard is for you, Wildwood by the Sea. And we're going to put our blue lagoon, which I think is very fitting for the beach, on this amazing little vintage postcard. And we'll start the countdown on this stunner. Right now, it looks like we have Karen in at 32. So let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. And I just love Sarah Coventry jewelry. I think that they made some really great pieces, as well as Juliana. And Sarah Coventry, I love that they were named after his granddaughter. I think that's very cool. And Sarah Coventry is a subsidiary of Emmons, and I am wearing an Emmons brooch tonight.
That's just, oh, Karen, thank you so much. I'm sure you'll love it. It's
Adara, I did not. So that piece is still coming. And we have a few other fabulous, really big blingy pieces like that. Karen, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much, Karen.
Piece.
Thanks, Karen.
All right, Karen. Gee, awesome. We can wear our matching brooches. Yes, Kim, you might have been the one that got that from Nader. Me, we've had this brooch a few times, which is very cool. Okay, let's see. What shall I do next?
Doesn't she look cute, Adara? She's so cute. I think it's adorable.
Thank you, Adara. I appreciate it. I really thought this was kind of fun. I said, oh, I got to wear this brooch. And then I remembered I had a jacket that matched it exactly. So I just thought that was really perfect.
Got another slab on the Barbie.
Okay. What?
Oh, I think Randy has used my old picture, the marble bust. Is that the same one that I used to have that I lost? I think it is.
I think it's the same picture, Nate. Oh my goodness.
I think Randy's having a lend to me. Hey, buddy.
Okay, so thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. That is so fun. All right, my first brooch up of the evening is one of my very favorite brooches I have tonight. And I really hope that it shows up as well as I'm seeing it in person. This is the brooch that I believe is also a Juliana piece. I've seen it before on their website. That they don't have a website, but somebody has a website. So I believe this to be Juliana. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost 100% sure. This is 2 1/4 inches in size, this brooch, and it is starting off at a killer deal tonight, guys. $38 for this. Yep, it's our 3-year anniversary special, and this is just as icy and as amazing as you would ever want it to be. It has these white milk glass, almost stripes throughout the clear stone.
Oh.
And it's just amazing. Can you see?
Those stones are huge.
They're massive. And they are so sparkly and icy and just as wintry and gorgeous as you want them to be.
God, that's amazing. I didn't see that. I haven't seen Katie's brooches for tonight. Wow.
Yeah, Nate doesn't know what I'm bringing. So this is definitely really lovely. Wedding season is upon us, and I think that this white would just be so gorgeous for a wedding. It's just a really clear, amazing, sparkly brooch with these wonderful round stones, the marquise, and then you have those emerald cuts. Would you consider those emerald cuts, Nate?
Yep, I'd consider that an
Yeah.
emerald cut.
Show us.
It is amazing. I love this white sort of opaque strip through all the stones. It really adds an extra level of dimension to it.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, I know. It does look like it just came right out of the freezer. It's silver tone, which I think is, again, fabulous on what
It,
I'm wearing. The
it
blue
totally
is
does,
so
because you know
good.
how ice will often freeze with semi pieces that are a bit opaque within it. It does just look like ice. Wow.
Yeah, it really does look like ice. And this is one of my favorite pieces. Adara was mentioning in the hair, and I don't really have the hair for anything like this, but yes, imagine this on a band in the hair, how just lovely this would absolutely be. I think that these kind of, they almost look like cat's eye to me, the way the stones are striped with the milk glass running throughout is just amazing. I don't even know how they make that type of stone, but
No,
it's very cool. So let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. And I'm just looking.
that's right. Abby knows it. Givra.
Givra.
I don't
Yes,
pronounce that, but that's
that
quite
is
absolutely
the
right.
stone. That is the stone Givra. Absolutely. That is the name for these stones that are striped. I had forgotten that term, but thank you for reminding me on that. Okay, let's get this on our 1909 Best Wishes postcard. Of course, it has a wax seal on it because that's very on brand for us. And
Hi, Mimi.
hi,
Hi, Mimi.
Mimi.
Green-eyed Mimi. Nice to see
Welcome
you.
in. Okay, we're going to start the countdown on this just gorgeous icy piece at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and bid end. And
Oh,
this
that's
has some
a
really, really nice puddling right on the back. I mean, it's just as smooth and gorgeous as ever. Yeah, I adore this brooch.
There's the sold.
All right, let's see who's taking home that beauty. That is a good deal for a Juliana. I think that's
Rosemary.
going to Rosemary. Awesome.
That's a great pickup. That's a
That
very
is
good
a
pickup.
great job. Awesome, Rosemary. You're going to love that when you see it in person. Okay. Rosemary. Fantastic. Okay. Ooh, this one. It's exciting. Very, very exciting.
Hey, Stephanie Kite. Nice to see you.
Very nice to
Dara
see you.
says we should do a neon sale for summer, bright UV reactor colors and real bright stunners. That would be awesome.
Ooh, that would be a good sale, Adara. I agree. We should do that. Okay, get ready, guys. We've got a yellow Weiss up next. This is starting off at $44, Angela, and it measures 2 inches in size. So it is a really nice size piece. And we love Weiss around here, don't we, Nate?
I love it. Such quality, such incredible quality.
Get the
And this,
sparkle.
it's lovely. The orangey it's peachy. It's reading really peachy in some stones and a really bright imperial topaz on others. The lovely combination of colors really is pretty. Now, the condition wise, there's a gentle
Yeah,
vintage condition on the
right on the
very,
bottom.
very bottom stone. It's really barely noticeable, but I'll absolutely mention it. Um, it's such lovely autumnal colors. When's your autumn?
Autumn is coming up, and it would be like September, November kind of times. October, obviously, would be autumn as well. Um, So
Yeah, I can see it being summery as well because it is a very bright yellow.
the
Yeah,
yellow is so cheery too. It could be very, very summery and it could be very fall. So this brooch actually works well, I think, all year round. It is signed Weiss on the back. And we love Weiss because Weiss is a fantastic company that's got, great brooches, but also they are sort of the upper echelon of
yeah.
costume jewelry. So Weiss was founded by Albert Weiss. He worked for Coro before Weiss, so he learned all of his amazing jewelry techniques from Coro, which we love. They're another great manufacturer of jewelry. And then he started his company in 42 using all the very best Austrian stones. And then in 70 something, he closed. So unfortunately, Weiss wasn't around a very long time. And that's why their pieces, I think, are so sought after, as well as just the fact that they're incredible quality and yellow. Yellow in vintage costume jewelry is really hard to find
Especially
because,
such a deep saturation of it.
yes,
Willie Joe said, I absolutely love the open round yellow brooch I got from you 2 weeks ago. You were right. The camera didn't. Yeah, I remember that one.
yes. Oh, I'm
Near
so
yellow,
glad.
and it just simply would not show how bright that yellow
Yeah,
was.
that yellow was so beautiful. I'm glad you got it and you loved it in person.
Hi,
Uh,
Ruth Ann.
Hi, Ruth Ann. But this brooch really looks great on Vanna White. Just stunning. That yellow's really popping. Great, great rich color. Yellow was just simply harder to make in rhinestone, so that's why you don't see it a lot. And I love these taupey color stones mixed in. I think taupe's a really underrated color because it just goes with so much. It's really a good go-to mix in when you have other colors. And of course, this works really well on my hat. So let me get this on one of our great vintage postcards. Ooh, maybe we'll do this one. I love these best wishes postcards. I think they are so lovely. So let's see, we'll get it on this one here from 1913. Wow, look at this stamp. Just take a minute. This stamp is very crooked, which must mean something. I know when they're upside down, that means something, but that one is really askew. Okay.
Hi, Sharon Spencer. Hi, Sharon Spencer. Love this. Gay says yellow is the hardest color to work with painting as well. You can lighten it, but not darken it.
Very interesting, Gay. Very, very interesting. Oh, I know. See, it looks great on everything. It matches with pinks, blues, greens, browns, whites. I mean, Adara is so right. It does show up on literally everything, which is great. And I love the mix of AB stones with this Weiss piece. Great, great collector's piece here. But let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And this is gold tone as well, if I didn't mention it. Love the little pear-shaped stones at the top with the marquise. That's a great, great design. Neat.
I think Sharon Sue said that askew stamp means I love you.
Oh, does it? That is so cool. What a neat little thing. Hi, Amanda.
Oh, Amanda, hi. Checking in from the UK.
Okay. It's 3:50 in the
Oh, my
morning.
word.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's so nice to see you. I saw a photo of, I'm sure it was Amanda with her new grandbaby. Most beautiful picture ever. It is absolutely stunning little picture. Heidi, thank you so much.
Hi.
Thanks, Heidi, and thanks for your bids too, Nikki. You're going to love it when it arrives. It is so beautiful.
It really is, Heidi. You are going to adore that in person. And Amy is saying that there is a whole meaning for stamps depending on how they were positioned. Great, Amy. I would love to have that information because that is fascinating to me. I tell you, leave it to people to come up with a secret kind of language and meaning just through the position of stamps.
Isn't that crazy? But great. Gaza says that he thought he saw "Will you marry me" on that postcard. Is that what you thought?
Oh,
Does it say "Will
will
you
you
marry me"?
marry me? Please. Hi. Here. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this up to the the chat. Something about Thursday evening. Can you please bring something the better?
Thursday evening, either Thursday or Friday evening, will something please
Suit me.
bring to the butter? It looks like.
The butter. And it says Thursday or Friday evening will suit me, I think.
Uh,
And then it says
2 pounds of butter. It says Carly's got it.
2 pounds of butter.
Either 2 or 5.
Two or what? Wow.
What
I
a
love it.
cool thing to say on a postcard.
Oh, that is very, very cool. Imagine writing someone, in, let's see, 1913, all the way to West Virginia and saying, hey, will you bring 5 pounds of butter? Imagine how early you would have had to mail this to get through the mail to actually have it in time to cook your meal or whatever you're doing with the butter.
Oh,
I
Cheryl.
know, okay, it kind of does. Cheryl, oh, that's so kind of you.
Nighty night, Cheryl. You've been so kind. It's been lovely having you here. I can't wait to see you again.
If someone proposed to me via a crooked stamp, I would say no.
I wouldn't. Diagonal stamp position is "Will you marry me?" and also means "Yes, I will." That is so cute. Hi, Noelle. Nice to see you.
That is so cool. Hi, Noel. Welcome in.
Sleep well, Cheryl. Oh, happy birthday for the 30th of June, Heidi.
Oh, happy birthday, Heidi. Around 1910, they delivered mail several times a day. It's just crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
In London, I heard in London you could play a game of chess over the mail because there were so many runs of mail during the day.
And it's interesting because I was in an estate sale a few weeks ago and I didn't get it. And I don't know why I didn't, but they had a whole bunch of postcards and they were not expensive, but they had one that was a game of chess that someone had been playing. And I wish I had bought it, but I didn't at the time. So next time I see one of those, I'll definitely be getting them.
Helen said I would string them along and then say no.
Yeah. I mean, especially if they ask over a postcard, I'd be like, no, I don't think so.
Tracy.
Tracy says, I don't pay attention to put my stamps on in all directions. Well, maybe if it's one of my vintage friends, we will learn the code and then I'll purposely put the stamp that way so you know what I mean.
A right angle in line with the surname is "I longed to see you."
Really? This is just fascinating to me. It's like a whole nother language. It's almost like the equivalent of Pig Latin, but with stamps.
Michelle.
Of course, probably more people are in on it. Hi,
Michelle. There's a language to in Spain, there was a language of the fan where women would fan themselves with their fans in certain ways that would send out messages to other people like, no, don't come near me, my husband is here, or so there is a whole new fan language as well.
That's so interesting, but that makes so much sense, and probably none of the guys caught on to that at all. Yeah, I would be suddenly concerned if I were being proposed to through a postcard. I'd be like, we might need to revisit some things. Okay, so my next brooch is pretty spectacular. And this one I have had for a while because I really felt that it was something special. And today just is the perfect day to bring this out. So if you love King Tut, you love Egyptian things, this is totally up your alley. This is one of the very last antique brooches that I have currently. I'm hoping to find more, but they, as you know, are becoming very expensive. And this is an Egyptian revival brooch from the 20s when they found King Tut and his tomb. So this they did, and this is what I believe this brooch to be, I should say. But they did a whole series of these Egyptian scarab brooches for that particular time in history. And I think that these are just the coolest things ever. And so I've done a little research on these, and they sell for a pretty nice chunk of change. But of course, on our sale, we love to give you guys the deals when we can. So this fabulous brooch is starting at just $52, which I know is a steal. I saw one that sold recently for $85 and another one for $100. So this is a really, really good deal, and it's in really nice condition for its age. It's 2 3/4 inches in size. And man, I just think this is the coolest brooch. It is just awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's legit. That's legit Egyptian revival.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Now look at the clasp on the back. You've got the older C clasp. Really, really interesting design. I'm not sure on this particular piece why it has this almost little, you would think like a little cartouche there to put a name or something, but that's in the back. And then you have all of these just gorgeous colors here, the emerald greens, that kind of ruby red, and then the purple along the outside. And there's a little bit of wear to this piece, but for its age, man, it is in absolutely fantastic condition. I love the square nature of this brooch, all the detail on the metal. It's just absolutely stunning. And
Hey, Nick, buddy. Nice to see you. Thank you so
hi,
much.
Nick. Welcome in.
Helen
Again,
says, when I'm unhappy paying bills, I place the stamp upside down.
upside down. There you go. I know. This is just crazy, and I think it would be so good at the collar. So I've been holding on to this piece just because I felt that it was incredibly special, and I'm bringing it tonight because I think it's so cool. So many folks are wearing brooches now.
I thought that last week when we had people come over with Tracy cakes, there was someone who specifically said, "Oh, I really like Egyptian revival," and I cannot remember who that person was.
I don't remember either, Nate, but I do remember the comment. So that's another reason why I wanted to bring this piece out and show you guys if anyone's interested. It's definitely a really good deal for this piece, but I do understand that it is still quite expensive. But such a great price for what this is from the 1920s. It is in just great condition, like I said, for its age, which is wonderful. And I really think that this piece at the collar would just be fabulous. It's great on a hat, on a bag. It really adds a whole nother level of intrigue. And I think it is just so cool. We actually have in St. Augustine, which is just a stone's throw away from me, an Egyptian cat hair rug at the Villa Zareta, which was founded or built, I should say, after the Granada in Spain. And that particular building was the first building to have concrete, and he layered the concrete that way in St. Augustine. It was new at the time. And in his now museum, but was home, they have an Egyptian cat rug that is said to be haunted, which is very cool. And it was made from cats that were found dead by the Nile River. They actually did a whole analysis on it and were able to prove that it was legit from Egypt. And it was in this guy's home. And this legend of the cat rug goes that when they found the cat rug in the home and they took it outside for cleaning, that you're not supposed to stand on the rug because it can be cursed. It's not good. So these cleaners left it outside momentarily to dry. They came back the next day and they found a dead cat outside of the Villa Zareta. So of course there's a whole legend in St. Augustine about the cat rug, which is very interesting. So I think Egyptian lore is very cool, and it, I thought, tied in very well with this brooch. Catherine, that's a great question. I don't know that this brooch was a souvenir, but I would assume that it was from what I can gather and based on my research. So I'm not 100%. I don't want to just say, but that's from what I've researched on this brooch. I do believe that that is the case. So it's definitely a very amazing piece. I know the little square looking thing attaches to the centerpiece of the brooch. It's so cool, that scarab and all the metal work inside of that. Is just the detail of these antique brooches are insane to me. So we will.
So hard to get now. So difficult for us to find.
I know. I look all the time, and they are just really, really hard. Okay, let me get this on a postcard. And I'm not sure that I will have the exact right postcard for this particular brooch, but I have one that I think is very, very pretty. So we will do this postcard with it. And I wish I had some Egyptian postcards. This one, oh, well, that doesn't quite work with that. Let's see. Let's do this one. May fortune smile on you today. Fabulous little postcard.
Did you see the beautiful brooch Mariska Hargitay's son wore to the premiere of the movie about her mom? His grandmother's signature.
No.
Cool.
Raven, I'm going to have to look that up. So many people in Hollywood are wearing these incredible brooches now. And this to me looks like something that you would see just right off of the red carpet, Totally. Okay, let's start the countdown on this fabulous brooch at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end, friends.
Oh, I looked it up. That is a really cute brooch.
That is so, so cool to me.
Well, great genes in that family. Great genes.
Yeah. Okay. And I am going to take a moment and show you all the cat rug in case anyone is interested. There is the... didn't mean it to start playing music. There is the Egyptian cat rug in the Egyptian room at the Villa Zoraida, which is just gorgeous. So if you're ever in St. Augustine, take a visit to the outside or the inside, both actually. It's just a great museum. Okay, that is going to Rachel. So cool, Rachel. You are going to love this in person. It's going to look really awesome on your hats. And thank you so much, everyone that was bidding on that. Catherine and Randy, we appreciate you. That is a really killer piece. I bought a Tux World War II unsigned Xmas postcard this week from the troops. Oh, that is very cool, Virginia. That is very cool.
Oh, you've got a little scarab collection. That's cool. I think I've got an actual gold scarab bracelet, don't I, somewhere?
Yes, you do.
We should bring that along if you'd like to see that, Rachel.
Yeah, please let us know. And the cool thing about the scarab bracelet, Nate, is I actually found it in the jewelry catalog Vinny had when I was visiting him, and I took a picture, and I will resend that to you in case you didn't get that.
Cool.
That would be very cool. Okay, we will remember, Rachel, and we will bring that along for sure. You will love it.
Yeah, Robert Palmer, that Addicted to Love, such a cool song.
Okay.
Right, it's time for the big red, isn't it?
It is time for the stunner of the evening, the brooch to beat all brooches. And when I say really, it is a stunner. Like, this brooch is one of the best brooches I have ever seen in all of my time of looking at brooches. And I have seen and touched and viewed a lot of brooches, but this one Man, it is something straight out of a Marilyn Monroe film. It is just amazing, and there isn't a single condition issue with this at all. So it is 4 3/4 inches long, and it is 3.5 inches wide. That is one big brooch. So Nate,
Um,
this is it. It's gorgeous.
yes.
Love it.
To be honest, I paid through the nose for this particular piece because I was not willing to let it go. It has got a high start. I'm afraid it's $120 the start for this one. I know that that's a great deal of money. If this was in a antique shop, what do you think? 175, 200 maybe.
Yes,
Um,
I think
I,
at any one of our fabulous brooch dealers here, this would not be something that would be reasonably priced at all. Of course, I think it's worth every bit that Nate is starting this at, if not more, because it is so, so gorgeous. These dangles are just everything, in my opinion. And the sparkle and the clarity. Look at that center
yeah,
stone.
and
And
the deep
yeah.
saturation of red on the
Oh, I
stones as
know.
well. It's insane. Each stone is perfectly crystal clear. Amazing quality rhinestones, all
Oh,
prong set throughout. Um, it is it is absolutely insane.
total artwork.
I totally understand. It's a very expensive piece, and I totally understand if it's not going to go tonight.
Helen, she almost choked on her popcorn. Yep, and they are almost the most gorgeous red garnet color. I mean, it is just so saturated. It's insane. I love
Oh,
the
Babs.
effect.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. Welcome in. Joe says, Nate, if it was one of my sales, it would bring 275 or more. Yeah, that is so so stunning.
It's well, if
No,
it doesn't sell, Joe, I might have to come on your sale.
absolutely, Rachel. This would not be too over the top to wear to Publix, as you know.
Oh, Carly,
Oh
it's
yes,
120 the start on this, which I
yeah.
know is very high. Um, I think honestly, it's worth every brass razoo, every shekel of 120. It is
Oh,
insane,
it's insane. And you can see all the puddling on the back is
and
just
the
as gorgeous.
condition.
Condition.
It's just insane.
Not a single issue with this brooch, and it is totally vintage. Um, I would totally wear this to the Publix. Yes, we talk about this all the time, but you can never have enough bling going to the grocery store, so I totally would wear it.
Oh, at the throat. At the
Yeah.
throat. Wow.
Oh, I know. Isn't this stunning? What a great way to wear this brooch. Wear it to work, Dennis. Why not? People would
Yeah.
notice you. You would be the most decorated person in the meeting, and people would listen to what you have to say.
I think it's 50s.
No,
I
I
would
think
say
it's
50,
totally 50s.
1950s.
Look at the puddling on the back. Look at the way the pinback's constructed. To me, there is no way that this is not 1950s, in my opinion. And I just love the design of that cascade. It is so fun to play with. It is just amazing. Let's get this actually on a bag. I've been holding it, but I think we need to put this on one of our vintage inspired purses and just, oh my gosh, that is so glitzy.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, can you imagine this for Christmas? You are wearing this to all of your Christmas parties. You are putting this on your clutch. It is so Cleopatra.
You can stop a bullet.
It does look perfect for the Robert Redford Great Gatsby movie sets. Yeah, this is absolute class. This is absolute class. It's amazing. I don't know if I have a postcard that would even begin to showcase this off, but we're gonna try. Um, you could even wear this as a necklace. Honestly, you could totally do that. Oh, look at it on Sophia. Sophia is styling. Okay, I love it on Sophia. All right, let's get this on a postcard of some kind. This is going to be hard because how do you even? Ooh, let's see. This is a Valentine's Day postcard, but I think the color is great. It says, "The rose is thought of love divine. Oh, be thou my Valentine." What a fun postcard with the heart.
Oh, this is going to be really heavy on here, so you'll have
Yeah.
to.
I'll hold it, Nate. I won't.
Okay.
I won't make Nate nervous. Okay.
I mean, the quality of the stones is just insane.
Yeah.
They could not have got better rhinestones for this, really.
Wow. I mean, the center stone just sparkles like ice or diamonds. I mean, honestly, this feels like this should be in a museum with the Hope Diamond. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Black choker. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Okay, we'll put it on Betty too. I think OG Betty definitely has to come out for this sale. Okay. There it is on Betty, looking fabulous. All right, let's start the countdown here. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid it. Oh, totally wear this on your cleavage. It's a great wedding piece. This would be a timeless brooch that you could have for your wedding. Oh my gosh. I love the starburst effect at the top. It's just so cool.
Oh, there's the sold.
That's sold.
Noelle. Thank you, Noelle.
Noelle. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so good in your collection. Thank you so much.
See, I think the two best brooches I've ever found was this and the one that Noelle got as a mystery. So Noelle has got the best two brooches that I've ever found.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Thanks, Noelle. I'm glad everyone liked it. I mean, I thought it was just stunning.
Yeah, I think it's stunning too. Okay, so I've got a fabulous piece up next. Let's see, and then we'll do a giveaway for fun. Okay, let's do this brooch. Now, this brooch I've also had for quite a little bit of time because I thought that it was just so spectacular. The colors in it are absolutely lovely. And it is starting off at $36, Angela, in the chat. And this just to me looks like clear blue water that you would see in Aruba. It is 2 3/4 inches in size. So it's a very, very nice size. This brooch is straight out of the 1950s. And the color is just marvelous. The aqua blue with the light blue. All the prong setting, just everything about this brooch to me, I love. Those little rounds look like water droplets, and then it kind of spirals out like a beautiful snowflake. It's just got so much happening for it, and it matches my blazer actually quite well.
It does. But now, is that center stone, the color, that center stone and the other stones that are that color, that they're cabbed?
They are cabbed.
Are they cabbed with a faceted bottom?
I don't believe so. No, they look
just cabbed.
They look just cabbed. I'm looking at the back. Well, no, actually, maybe not, Nate.
Just the way that they show, yeah, they're cabbed with a faceted bottom. I can't remember what that cut is in gemstones, but it's a really unusual one. That coloring is just insane.
The coloring is so good. I love the little square rivet on the back. And these round brooches to me just really, really sparkle. I don't believe this glows. No, unfortunately, it does not glow, but it is still just fantastic in color. It does look amazing on the blazer, Natalie. These round brooches are so good at the collar, but they also work incredibly well on our handbags. I think they sit really nicely at that point, and they just add a little bit of something extra. I see a lot of blue brooches. That's, I'd say, one of the most common colors in vintage jewelry because it was so easy to do. But I don't see this aqua color ever.
It's
So
called a buff top. A buff
a
top
buff
cut.
top.
Yeah.
That is
Very
very cool. I bet that's hard to do, Nate.
I'm not sure if it's necessarily overly difficult because cabochon, to make cabochon is the easiest facet. I think I've got a citrine that is in the buff top, but the cabochon at the top is cabbed, but it's actually given facets as well to look almost like a soccer ball. Very unusual.
Oh, that's very cool. I love this piece, and the cabochon cut is one of my favorite because it's so smooth and just glossy, almost like little candies that you'd want to eat. Which Nate and I talk about that all the time, wanting to actually eat brooches because they look like little lollies. We'll get this on one of our vintage postcards, and I do have an Easter postcard for you. We are sort of all over the holiday map, but I think sometimes the colors just work well together. And I love the little chickens in the Easter postcards. They do make me so happy. All right, let's start the countdown here on this almost pinwheel design. Here we are: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. The color is just so beautiful in
It's
this.
magical. I mean, that sort of Paraiba green and that blue is just stunning.
It's so good together, to be honest with you. It's just gorgeous. And I see that sold. So let's see who grabs that. And I am
L'Oreal.
Lori, congratulations. Thank you so much, Dennis, for bidding on that. Thank you, Lisa, so many people. And I know that we'll have something else in the sale that you'll love just as much. Lori, thank you so much. That is coming to you. I think, Lori, you're a new name to us. So if you wouldn't mind sending your information through to us so that we can get you an invoice. And oh, I changed my name, Angela. Thank you. So here is my email right here. And if you wouldn't mind putting that through to us, that would be wonderful.
Ruth Ann wants you to sell the brooch you're wearing, but I'm pretty sure that's not for sale.
I'm sorry, Ruth Ann. This brooch is quite special, but I am actually currently looking at purchasing another one. So if I do ever get another one, I will, of course, be bringing it to the sale. I have been wanting to hunt one of these down for a few years for you guys. So thank you for appreciating it. Okay.
Yeah, Laurie, if you wouldn't mind sending an email with your real name, your YouTube channel name, your address, including the postal code, and the email address associated with your PayPal account, that would be just fantastic.
That would be fantastic. I know, Dennis. I love this brooch. It has a little magic trick, which I will show off while I have my black light out. But maybe it won't show, but it does glow. There is a glower on this brooch. That little greenstone glows quite heavily. It's a fun one. Very atomic, very like wow, which I like. Thank you, Karen, for putting all of that information in as well. Okay, so it's time for our mid-show giveaway, and we do have some giveaways throughout the evening. But our mid-show giveaway is this very sparkly, fun telephone brooch, little rotary phone guy. He's one of my favorites. So he'll be coming for our gift. And this is just a thank you for all of you guys hanging out with us tonight, celebrating our 3 years. And it's letters of the alphabet, right, Nate?
That's right, letters of the alphabet. You don't need to have purchased or intend to purchase. Guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Good luck.
Good luck, folks. Okay, so let's see who is going to grab this wonderful little brooch. I love the rhinestone. It's very sparkly and fun.
Okay, I've seen it really early on in the chat.
Oh, I see it too. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to send you a quick message.
Yep, let's just confirm that we got the same person.
Okay.
Okay.
I've just sent that through to you.
Nate, what was the letter?
The letter was K for kilo, and it goes to Debbie K.
Debbie K. Congratulations. You are getting that telephone brooch. Awesome sauce. And we have a couple of other giveaways throughout the evening, so don't go anywhere. It's always fun to play along with those. Okay.
Oh, Larry. Hi, Larry, buddy. Nice to see
Larry.
you. And Jane Franklin's here as well. Jane, lovely to see you too.
Oh, you purchased for your granddaughter. She is now 12. She loves glass and jewelry. Oh, Kathy, it's so wonderful to see you in the chat. Welcome in, Kathy. Hello.
Welcome,
hello.
Kathy. Lovely to see you,
Glad
Kathy.
to have you here.
Case for Kiwi. Yeah, Trina. Nice. Hi, Trina.
Okay. Now I am bringing out my red brooch of the evening. I actually don't have a red brooch, but it is a Ken to Nate's piece. I have had this since I went to the estate sale of the fabulous woman over in Riverside that had a massive home that overlooked the water. Her whole house was covered in mirrors. She had a bridge that ran through the apartment with a koi fish pond. It was one of the most amazing apartments I'd ever been to. She drove around in her Bentley and would wave to people. She was an international real estate agent. And she apparently was very beloved in the Riverside area of town, which is a historic area of Jacksonville, one of the coolest estate sales I've ever been to. And let me tell you, she was a fabulous lady that knew how to dress in style because she had all kinds of amazing vintage 1950s cocktail gowns, shoes with bling, bags. She was just like so eccentric and so fabulous. So, of course, I had to buy one of her vintage jewelry pieces. And I have had this since that estate sale. And I've just been so in love with it that, to be honest with you, I haven't wanted to sell it. But I think it is time to celebrate our 3-year anniversary. This is probably one of the most fabulous pieces that I have ever brought to a sale. And it's a little different than the things I normally bring because it is a belt, but it is not any belt. It is the most blingy rhinestone belt you have ever seen in your life. So get ready to be mesmerized by this fantastic piece that was worn by an international real estate lady that had excellent taste.
Wow.
She killed it with her look, and look at all of the wonderful rounds and beautiful emerald cut stones in this. And the puddling on the back of this is insane. I will measure it for you. This is
Patricia. Nice to see you. Patricia's
nice
just
to see you,
Patricia.
This is crazy. So
we are really trying to bring out our absolute best for our 3-year anniversary sale.
We are. Oh my gosh. Now you could wear this as a sash if you wanted to. You could get so creative with what you do with this. And unfortunately, yes, this does run on the smaller side. But if you could get creative enough, you could definitely, with the way the belt works here, you could figure out how to extend this and wear it as an everyday belt. You could wear it somehow on your clothing by attaching it in some way, like a cross you. I was thinking this would also be really good if you have one of those mannequins in your house that you do jewelry or displays on. I figured this would be perfect. Now, this is starting at $120. I paid quite heavily for this because I just wanted to bring it and have it. And actually, quite a few of these sell for some pretty big change online. So this is definitely a steal of a deal, to be honest.
Make a crossbody strap for a purse.
Oh, yes.
Wow. If you put that,
Wouldn't that be
George.
fabulous?
Hey, George,
George. Our buddy George is in the house. Oh my gosh, this means the world to me.
And Jane is here as well. Holy Spirit Firefall. Lovely to see you,
Hi,
Jane, as
Jane.
always.
Hi, Jane. Wonderful.
So good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well.
I hope you are too, George. I was just mentioning you before the sale, Nate, and I think about you all the time. George is a very, very special individual. And if you ever get a chance to meet George, he is one of the most welcoming and knowledgeable and just kind people. He is insanely amazing. So, George, we're rooting for you. Okay, let me give this a measure. It's quite long. So, here, let me see here. Okay. I can tell you exactly the length of this, and for everybody that is curious, because obviously you want to know if you can wear it. So it is 32 inches long. So it's on the more petite side, and I believe that this woman that wore this was more petite. But I just totally believe that you could do something fabulous and creative with this. And like someone mentioned in the chat, wouldn't it be wonderful on the side of a little purse? And maybe this isn't the purse for this particular blingy rhinestone belt, but you can figure out exactly how to display it. And it's so long that it's a little bit harder for me to show, but you could figure out something just fabulous to do with this, I know. And it is such quality. So this, I believe, is straight from the 1950s. It goes along with her collection of vintage 50s wear. And it's just fabulous.
This is the equivalent of about, I don't know, 10 brooches worth of rhinestones. It's incredible.
Totally. And by the way, guys, this is all glass. If I didn't mention, there isn't a single plastic stone on this. From what I can tell and feel, this is all glass, very heavy, very quality, just absolutely insane. So let me get this draped around Blanche. I think Blanche is going to wear this well. You could also actually wear this as tassels around your neck if you wanted to as well.
Oh, yeah.
Really well as a little necklace if you can't wear it as a belt, which I understand might be challenging for the way that we are now. We're not as petite.
I think someone put 100 in the chat, but it is a start at 120. Is that right? Sorry, Katie.
It is. It's a start of 120, but I don't see that person in the chat, so I'll go back up and look. So yeah,
I thought I saw it. Sorry,
Kathy
Silk earlier put in 100, but it is 120 start.
It is 120, Kathy, if you're interested in this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown on this. I've never had anything like this. I think it's absolutely amazing. I have seen a few of these online sell for some really, really good money, and I just think that the quality is amazing. And I love that I am keeping this alive because that history of the woman that wore this and how she went to all these exquisite parties around the world. I just think that somebody who gets this will love it as much as she did and enjoy it and just have so much fun. So let's start the countdown on this at 20.
Oh, go Kathy. Go Kathy.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, thank you, George. I appreciate that. That is a great compliment coming from you. I knew
Oh,
when I saw this that I had to bring this piece to the sale because it just caught my eye. I was so mesmerized. I kept picking it up and I kept carrying it around, and I was like, oh, I gotta have this piece. And I said to Jeffrey, who was with me at the time, I said, Jeffrey, do you think I could, should I get this? He's like, didn't even question me. He's like, absolutely, and walked away. So I was like,
oh, Noel, you picked it up. Wow.
Noel,
Congratulations.
congratulations. Oh, what a great buy, Noel.
And I honestly think that's a bargain.
Yeah,
With all honesty, I think that is a bargain. Congratulations. That's
congratulations.
one of the best, finest pieces I've ever seen. Just
Yeah.
wow.
And it is in such good condition. I mean, this lady took excellent care of her items. I'm going to just put this on so you guys can see. Oh my, is this not the most fabulous little thing that you have ever seen? Oh, I totally wear it like this too.
Hi,
That
Jacqueline.
is a
Nice to see
stunner.
you. Nice to
Nice
see you,
to see you,
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Welcome in.
Jane, we've just been just early discussions yet. We're not sure about any of the details as yet, Jane Franklin.
All right.
Yeah, that's good on. That was a bargain. Good on you, Noel.
Noel, excellent buy. I can't wait for you guys to see these things in person when you get them, because they're just so much sparklier in person than they are so on the camera. So congrats, Noel. Thank you to everybody else that was bidding on that. I truly appreciate you seeing how special that was, and I'm glad that it's finally going to a good home. I've enjoyed it in my office, and now it is coming to you. Okay. See, got this up next. Oh, this one. This is such a good brooch. Nate, this is from your European contact, I believe.
Oh, let me have a look. You'll have to remind me what this one looks like.
This one is starting off at $36, Angela, and it is 2¼ inches in size. And this one is just fabulous. It reminds me of Frozen.
Yeah, I've got two of my European pieces in the sales tonight, and this is one of them. Just a lovely combination of stones, lovely quality AB stones. What did you say the length of this was? Was it 2.5?
Yes, I believe. Yep, it is 2½ inches in size. And I love this oval shape. I think that these are so pretty. You often see round brooches. Occasionally you see the square. But this, I think, really lends itself well to showing at the collar. And it is such a good AB shine, George. It just
Yeah.
has that insane sparkle.
Yeah, I've got a fantastic contact who's actually in the Ukraine. And I've got some beautiful pieces from her. There's two in tonight's sale, as I said, this one and another.
So many variety of shapes as well, as George is pointing out. I like the big AB rounds, and I'm a big fan of marquee stones, to be honest. Those are some of my favorite. And then the ovals. Nate, what is your favorite cut of stone?
Emerald cut, all the way emerald cut, although an Asher cut I find particularly attractive as well. And I like cushion cuts as well. Yeah, it does sound a little bit nefarious, and I've referred to them as my contact because I used to refer to them as my European dealer, and that sounded even more nefarious.
A little nefarious.
That slipped out, and as soon as I said it, I thought, wow, that sounds really ropey.
Here's the back of the piece. All the foil is in amazing condition on the back of that big stone in the middle. And I love the AB stones take on so many colors. So you've got a little bit of the blues, the pinks, the yellows. It really works well when you're trying to match it to a piece of clothing because it works.
I tell you, that distance, your lapel distance from your camera, everything just lights up like fireworks. It really does.
It does. Nate and I call this the paparazzi effect because it really does look like 1,000 cameras going off on the red carpet. It's just so incredibly amazing. Let's get this on good old Betty. Betty's our OG $14 Amazon clutch purse. It makes every brooch look like $1,000,000. She is a little dusty. She's got some Louis hair. Little dense nugget of love has been in here, but she's still looking great. And we will get this wonderful brooch on one of our vintage postcards. You can see, you can style brooches in so many ways. It's really, really fun to do with the jewelry. Okay, let's see. I think
Heidi says Nate uses postage stamps as a code to his contacts.
I love that. Welcome in, Abiel. Yeah, the different cuts on these are fun. A lot of people are loving emerald cuts as well, Nate. Okay, so I know it's not Valentine's Day, but we do love our variety of holiday postcards here, and I think this one will work really well with this brooch. So Valentine's Day greetings. We'll get our brooch right on the side of this fabulous postcard. And actually, I just kind of want to see what it would look like on that open space on the side. Oh, that's so pretty together. That just really sings with all the colors. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, so let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. This does go with everything, Joe. Totally. I love traveling with AB brooches because if you're trying to transition to different looks from day to night, AB brooches have you. They look really great during the day. You can like dress them down with a jean jacket or dress them up to go out in the evening. So they work perfectly well, I think, with everything. And there it is, the proposal postcard. Totally the proposal postcard. Yes. I agree, but I would deny if I'm getting any type of proposal through the mail. I don't think that's for me.
Oh, that goes to Dennis. Thanks, buddy. I'm sure you'll love it. It's such a beautiful piece. Oh,
Dennis,
Heather.
congratulations. Hi, Heather.
Night, Heather. Heather's leaving. She's going to bed. Sleep well, Heather.
Night, Heather. So glad to have you here. Okay. I see that this brooch is so big and so fabulous that it keeps sliding around on my collar. That Emmons brooch, man, it is really quite the thing. Okay, let's see what to do next. Ooh.
I think. Oh. What is next?
Okay, let's do this one. So I have a really beautiful purple brooch that I love. And purple is one, I see a lot of lilac, but I don't see a lot of deep purple in jewelry. And I think that's because so many colors that we love were easier to make than some of the colors that we also love, but don't see a lot of. And the deep purple, I don't see a lot of. So my assumption is it's similar to red and yellow, where the glass and that coloring was a little bit more difficult. This is a brooch that's got some insane puddling on the back. It is as smooth as you would ever want it to be. Now, I'm not sure that this is Juliana or Kramer or Eisenberg, but it's definitely one of those top makers that maybe just wasn't signed. There is no doubt in my mind that it's something special. So,
hello, Maria Ramirez.
Yeah. Welcome.
Nice to see you. Ruth Ann says, "See, Katie, that brooch is bothering you." It's like,
Ruth Ann's like, "Oh, it's bothering me. It needs to go." I love that this brooch kind of looks like a little bow tie. It's just, yeah, it's great. Well, Ruth Ann, I'm going to keep you in mind because I'm on the hunt always for this particular Emmons brooch. So it's great. This piece measures 2.5 inches in size, and it is starting off at $36, which honestly, guys, is quite a steal for this brooch, in my opinion. It is the most unusual color of purple. You do have a little bit of lilac, but there's some deeper purple happening that may just not be showing up on camera as it is in person. But I love the firework effect with that kind of like burst coming out of the brooch. All the rounds work really well with the marquise. in this piece, and I think it's just fabulous. Let me show you the back of this. I mean, look at the back. That is just clear as
Oh,
clear
so
can
cool.
be. It's
And
got,
you've got a nice little bit of extension of that pin back. That must
yeah,
place it in the early 50s, for late 40s.
yeah, I would say 50s on this one, 50s or 60s. I'm not sure 40s for this, just based on the back, but it definitely has a longer pin back, so it definitely contributes to its age. I love the dimensionality too of those marquise stones, how they kind of swoosh up at the ends. I think that this is just absolutely so lovely.
Oh, it actually has gone into this really beautiful gray at that distance.
Yeah, it kind of has that effect from here. It almost looks a little gray with a little bit of lilac in the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah.
That is so pretty. Yeah, I mean, it kind of in certain lights looks a little bit mauve, but then in other lights it's definitely purple, and you get those bits of lilac, which I just think is so lovely in this brooch. It really, in different lights and on different colors, shows up in different ways, which is really cool. I like when brooches can do that. But the design to me of this is just what's really quite a winner in my book. I love that kind of firework effect with the floral tail. It just has so much intrigue. And this would be another brooch that I think is just large enough and just fabulous enough that you could tilt at a jaunty angle and it would look really great on a hat. Um, I think that's the brooch for this. You could also turn it around if you wanted to and hang a little chain. You can actually loop a chain through the back, and I think it would work super well as a pendant if you wanted to wear it that way. It's so fascinating, isn't it, Greg? It really
Oh,
is.
color is just I love it when it's showing up as lilac-y lavender, and I think I love it even more when it's showing up as that gray.
That gray color.
It's
Yeah,
just so interesting, that color.
it's so, so pretty. I really agree. Yeah. Jewelry's so cool to look at, Mom. I totally agree. Okay, let's get it on our purple greetings postcard. Love this one. The colors in it are really great. Actually, let's pop it around to this side. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Isn't that a winner together? So pretty. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in beautiful glass stones, just in fabulous condition. Suzette,
Hey,
yes, unfortunately,
Suzette.
that one just sold. I'm so
I'm
sorry you missed
sorry.
out on that one.
Yeah, Suzette,
Um,
we've still got lots of really amazing things to come, but that one was snapped up.
yeah, that was. Okay, I see that sold from Angela, so we're going to see who takes this
Oh,
beautiful
Maria
Maria.
picked it up.
Maria,
Oh,
congratulations.
KP. Thanks for coming in, KP. It's always lovely to see you, hon.
Thank you, KP, for hanging out with us. You have a wonderful evening. Okay, let's go.
Nice grab, Maria. That was a beautiful piece.
And thank you to everybody else that was bidding on that. I know that we'll have some other pieces up soon that you'll love as well.
Well, Suzette, I've got another piece coming up. It's a European piece in green,
Yeah.
and that has dangle on it as well. That's got a ton of movement. So maybe you'll like that one.
Yes, and I have a few other brooches that I have not brought yet to sales, but I have a few that dangle as well that will be coming up to future sales. One, I believe, is a Kramer, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Let's see. Time for this one here. Oh, Nate, you're killing me, man, with these just good brooches. Nate
Oh, do we have a piece from Jeannie today?
We do not have a mom piece today. Actually, I'm waiting on a few boxes to come in. There was a little bit of a delay due to the 4th of July holiday. So my boxes got delayed and I wouldn't be able to ship the piece right away. So I figured that I will wait until I have the boxes and then we'll bring one of my mom's special pieces next week. So stay tuned, guys. Have no fear. There are boxes coming. Okay. So let's see this brooch. My gosh, the stones in this. Nate has had this for quite a while. And actually, every time I pull out this brooch to show to Nate to say, hey, do you want to sell it? Nate goes, no.
No, yeah.
Because Nate wanted to keep this and I low-key wanted to keep this. But I kept saying, Nate, this is so good. We gotta
I have sort of knocked this one back for selling for so long, but as it was our anniversary show, Katie sort of taught me into it. But this one I have had and have loved for so long now.
This piece is insane, guys. This is starting off at $48, which honestly is just a killer deal for this with those really unusual, I'm calling them pizza wedge stones.
Yeah.
It probably has a fancy cut name for these.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that cut is, but we have been referring to this as the pizza pie cut. I love this tealy blue. It comes in as a very subtle tealy blue, and beautiful quality rhinestones. And again, I have you seen the shape before? I don't know if I have the shape of stone.
I have not seen the shape of stone. I've seen other shapes. I actually have some really interesting triangle brooches this evening, a brooch with triangular stones, but not this shape. And the dimensionality, I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely
sits high
on this. The detail work. I love when you've got that swirly mix of marquise and ABs. When they sprinkle the AB stones throughout a brooch, to me, it just really adds a little bit of intrigue into it. And the eye pops and moves through the piece. The eye is just, I just think this is great. So this is 2 3/4 inches, all glass stones as well. Check out the back of this. The open work is lovely. All the puddling, the detail to that is just fantastic in my opinion. Lisa, I don't believe that this is contemporary at all. Those blue quarter round stones are interesting. Okay, George has a name for them, which is very cool. I was going to say 60s on this piece as well. Yeah. Because AB stones, they didn't start doing that until
58. 58, yeah.
58.
Oh, do you? Abby, I have just bought a couple of absolutely amazing London blue topazes. One of them in Ashoka, one of them in a rectangular cushion. I think it's about 20 carats. Absolutely love the London blue topaz.
Oh, that is so cool, Nate. Have you gotten them in yet, or are you just?
I have. I've got them. I've got them here, and they haven't actually been put into my collection yet because I'm still admiring them.
That's very cool. I can't wait to see those, Nate. You'll have to show them to me after the show. Okay, let's see. What postcard shall I?
A trillion is more of a proper triangle. It wouldn't have that curved edge to it.
Yeah, look at that. Just a really unique cut of stone. I have a few brooches myself that I have not been willing to give up because I think that the cuts of stones are just so interesting. And this adds such a variety from what you normally see out in the brooch world, which makes this, I think, very unique. And I love the blue with the silver tone and the AB stones. Yeah, it does look like little floral clusters.
It's such a sophisticated look, this London blue. It is so chic.
Okay, so we're going to get this on one of our vintage postcards. This is a birthday greetings postcard. It is not postmarked, but earlier piece with that beautiful bird and the love note. This also could be a marriage proposal that the bird is carrying. We will start the countdown on this stunner at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Thank you, George. This jacket worked out really, really well with the brooches for sure. And I didn't even plan it, but I think it just came out so nicely.
There is the sold. Oh, I'm feeling really glad that this was so popular because I mean it just shows that we have the same tastes, I guess. Um, I'm glad that's gonna find a good home. Ruth Ann, I'm sorry, Dennis, but you
And
just missed out on that one. Thanks, Ruth Ann. Thanks everyone who's bidding on that. I really appreciate all of you. Karen, Randy.
you guys are gonna love that, Ruth Ann, when you get it in
Yeah.
person. Can't wait for you to see that because that's one of my favorite brooches Nita's had kind of hanging around for a while. And since you guys were so interested in that cut, and I'm sorry, Dennis, you missed out on it. I do have another really fantastic brooch that you might love just as much. This one is another one that I've kind of been squirreling away for a while because I told you how much I love unusual cut stones. And I have another brooch with triangular rhinestones that's blue, but I have never seen one in this beautiful kind of gray black color, and I think it's so cool.
Oh,
So
we'll do a giveaway right after this one.
right after this, we'll do a giveaway. Okay, so this is 2 inches in size. It is in wonderful condition. This is straight out of the 50s, 60s era, late 50s, though it has Aurora Borealis stones. And this one is starting off at $38, which is honestly quite a bargain for this with these big triangular stones and the marquise and the rounds. This is a beautiful gray black color. And I think it is so interesting because you don't normally see this type of color in brooches. I definitely tend to see more blues than I do anything else, but this color from far away with the AB stones to me just really, really looks so cool. It almost has a military effect, kind of like one of those French badges. Very smoke color. Yes, that's exactly the color, George. It is
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, just like a smoky topaz. Wow.
All glass stones, really, really lovely design. And check out the symphony of rivets happening. Oh, yes. Nate thought he was going to get away with one sale of that symphony of rivets, but I could not on our anniversary sale not mention the symphony of rivets. Yeah. Oh, and this brooch has come off again because it's just so big and wonderful. I don't think I did a good job getting it through my collar all the way. Okay, so let's look at this brooch on. I'm trying to bring out Betty because Betty, she's kind of been replaced by her sisters our last couple of sales. And for the anniversary sale, we have to bring out the OG. So Betty is looking fun and fabulous with this. Now, I don't, would this just be a triangular cut, Nate? I'm not exactly sure.
I guess that's a triangular cut. Another one you don't often see in gemstones. I don't think that is an economic cut to the rough. We know when lapidaries are cutting stones from rough, they've got to get the absolute most out of it possible. That's why certain stones you seldom see in rounds. You see them in pear shapes because it adds to the carat weight of the piece. And I think that's a very unusual cut to have in gemstones because of the wastage.
Oh, that's so interesting, Nate. I didn't know any of that. Thank you for sharing. And I see that George is saying that he was thinking of Judy Lee, which she does do a lot of great pieces with the rivets. I didn't know someone made Judy Lee's stuff. That you're always learning stuff every day. That's so interesting, George. Um, Subtle, yes, but a very powerful statement and such a good size too. This is a quite an interesting brooch. Okay, so we're gonna get this on our saucy postcard for the evening.
Yeah,
Um,
Toby, buddy, we bought these purses off Amazon. They were
yeah,
like 13 or 14 bucks each. And I just love this notion that you can buy yourself a purse and you can change it up with a different brooch from your collection. And it looks so sophisticated, such a sophisticated look.
they're great. Now I use these little pins to kind of help make it very easy for me to change the brooches in and out during the sale. But of course, if you got one of these on Amazon, you would have your own um, pin back. You wouldn't see the little metal helper there. But I think they're great and they come in an array of colors, which is wonderful. So it makes it very easy to change out your look. Okay, Dennis, we are currently at 59 with Rosemary, and I'm going to get this on our saucy postcard. Vintage Vinny did give me this when I went to visit him, which I think is so cool and so sweet. It's got playing cards, and I think it's the perfect moody postcard for this wonderful smoky brooch. So let's start the countdown on this. Oh, yes, I didn't model it on my hat, but we must see it on the hat. It kind of does look like a big flower. So that would be fun at the front of a hat for sure. Okay. They do really look good. It's fun that you can use brooches outside of the box. And Nate, don't let me forget to show off that wonderful photograph that you sent me from one of our viewers that turned the brooch into a little flower garden in the flower frog.
Oh, right. Yes. Actually,
Yeah.
if you put it on the other side, it would almost look like that's what she's got in her hand.
Oh, instead of the plant. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
She looks like she's holding the brooch.
It does look like she's holding the brooch. Oh,
I
that's
really like that. I think that's really cute looking.
yeah. I think that's cute too. Okay, a big dark pansy. Absolutely. The look on her face is very perfect for this. Let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And the AB stones even pick up a little bit of that kind of maroon color in her
Yeah.
negligee, which is very, very cool. I like that a lot.
There's the sold.
It is just so perfectly vintage looking, isn't it? I'd cover her body so it would be
Like a
like
fan dancer.
oh yeah. Rosemary, congratulations. That is
Yeah.
your way. Awesome.
Congratulations, Rosemary. That's such a cool brooch. Really
That
cool.
one is just wonderful.
Okay, time for our third giveaway. So, everyone, you do not need to have purchased anything or intend to purchase anything to enter the giveaways. They're our gift to you. We will cover postage. It's letters of the alphabet. Guess as many times as you like, but one letter at a time. Good luck.
Good luck, folks. And our giveaway for this particular giveaway is this wonderful, sweet little flower brooch with little
Oh, that's cute.
in the middle. Very cute, very orange, and very fun for the rest of summer. Man, I tell you what, these brooches are just killing it on my jacket. I need to wear this jacket more often. It really, really looks
That
good.
really does complement that coral color.
Yeah, it does. It's so nice.
Okay, let's see if we can find this letter.
Okay, let's see. I'm looking neat. If you'll send me the letter, then we'll guarantee that we're not selecting the wrong individual.
I still haven't found it.
I know it's still, I don't see it yet. So, guys, if
Keep
you
guessing.
are in the chat, keep guessing. I do not see the letter.
Oh, okay. I've finally seen it.
It.
I'll send it to you. Hold on a second.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I see it. I see it. Yes, congratulations. Okay, this is exciting. So, can you tell us what the letter was, Nate?
It was E for Echo, and it goes to Greg with the firm.
Greg!
Congratulations, bud.
Congratulations, Greg. You are winning this fabulous little orange brooch. It is headed your way. Awesome, Greg. And we have two more giveaways. Can you guys believe that? We sure do. And the next two giveaways are going to be one of our fabulous mystery postcards. You don't know what postcard you're going to get, but that is our gift to you. So do stick around for those. And
it might be a good time to refresh, get rid of that lag. I know the lag is there tonight. So go to the cog, go to ×2 speed, or drag the little red line right across to the right-hand side of the screen, or hit the live button, and that will catch you up with the feed.
Yep, that will be the perfect way to get caught up, because I know we have quite a bit of a lag tonight, and I wish I could wave my magic fairy wand and fix it, but this is a great way to take a moment and refresh. Okay, Angela, our next brooch is starting off at $36, and this is 3 inches in size, and this is again from one of your European contacts.
That's right, my Ukrainian dealer. I got this from, and this has some gentle vintage wear to it. That's showing up really beautifully. That green is absolutely popping. It
That
really is popping.
shade of green waterfall effect is just amazing. It is so vibrant. Oh, I'm
and
so
again,
showing up.
there's something just different about the designs in Europe in the 1950s to 60s. They're just something else there. And these are lovely quality rhinestones as well. Their green is reading really, really well.
It's a very bright emerald, Christmassy, saturated green. Night, Amy.
Oh, night, Amy. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming.
Another dazzler. You know, Ruth Ann, I love that. I'm going to write that word down, because dazzler is actually a fantastic word to describe this.
Oh, Tracy, that's cool. Fantastic. I look forward to reading your email. It's been lovely seeing you, Tracy. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you, Tracy. We're so thrilled you were here with us tonight. We appreciate you.
George said, I like these colors together. It looks like something a Cadillac ad in the late 1950s.
It does sort of have that Cadillac color.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That looks really sophisticated. That looks really good. I love the use of the multitude of prongs.
Around the marquees.
That line of marquees, yeah. So the prong enters into the design element, not just holding the stones in.
And you know those stones aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere at all.
And I love the smaller marquee stones, and then the way they've kind of put the rounds, in the middle, so they almost look like diamond shapes. I think that's very, very clever.
It's a really successful design, and as we've talked before, there is just something distinctly different about the European brooches at the same time as compared to the US brooches from the same time.
And it might be hard to see on camera, but that center stone has a very slight orange glow to it. So there is a little bit of a glow on this brooch with all of the
Ange. Look at Ange. Colors. Multitude of prongs, symphony of rivets. Thanks, Ange.
Multitude of prongs, symphony of rivets. I love it. This is fantastic. And this is one showstopper of a brooch, or another dazzler, as we now have a new term here. So that's great. Yeah. If you like glass, it's pretty easy to like the rhinestone jewelry. It is, because there's so much sparkle to it as well. Let me show you the back, and this you can tell is where the difference lies between American pieces and European brooches on the back with the metal and that C clasp
That's
there.
right. Still using the C clasp. When and in the US, that would be what would that be at the same time of the 1950s? It would be a standard.
Probably a standard safety. Yeah.
Yeah, we found that with these European pieces, also with some Russian pieces that we've had, the that particular fasten. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm losing my ability to speak. That particular fastening on the back was used for much longer than in the US.
And that's fascinating to me, George, because, yeah, you wouldn't suspect a C class for that era at all. So we're going to get this on our postcard. This is a fun street view lined up with all the classic cars out of Michigan.
Oh, Candace. Hello, Candace McLaughlin
Hi,
as well.
Candace.
Welcome
in. Okay, so we're going to get this brooch on here. And actually, I'm going to try it this way. I know I make Nate nervous, so I'm going to hold on to it so it doesn't fall. But I think it's a really fun little brooch.
I'm telling you, it really is showing beautifully. I'm so glad this is coming across with these colors. Sometimes the lights play with us with the colors of rhinestones, but this is just really true to type, true to real.
Yeah, it is. And I'm so glad that this is showing up. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And you know what? I agree, Greg. It is so delicate, the puddling on the back. Very precise. The European brooches and the colors in the stones are just so much more exquisite than anything we could get here.
The pendant to Sheboygan.
To the sky. Yep.
Goes to Dennis. Thank you, Dennis. Thanks to everyone that was bidding on that. Larry, Renee as well.
Dennis.
I'm glad you all like that as much as I do, because it is a beautiful piece.
Team Dennis all the way. Dennis, we are thrilled that you did finally win something. Poor Dennis. He has such a hard time with the lag. So we are always thrilled when Dennis wins something. And I actually put Team Dennis on his package that he got a few weeks ago. And I kind of thought to myself after I did that, I hashtag Team Dennis, that somebody out in the United States, some mail carrier is probably searching for what hashtag Team Dennis means, which is just local to us. But anyway, I think that's so cool. So go, Dennis. I'm glad that you finally got that piece. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna keep adjusting my little bow tie brooch there. Oh, let's see. Let's do this one. This is a great brooch. Now, this is actually signed, and I have had this for quite a while because this is Miriam Haskell. And this is 2.5 inches in size, and it is the most lovely bar brooch. And let me see, what did I do with clippies here? This is starting off at a fantastic price. It is $32. Now, Miriam Haskell has a really interesting history, and what you'll be getting is this wonderfully delicate bar brooch with the faux pearls, which she was very much known for, and lots of great beadwork and all of that intricate filigree. I love bar brooches because they're really fun to wear at the collar. And there's the Miriam Haskell signature right on the back. You can see there. And Miriam Haskell jewelry is extremely sought after in the vintage costume jewelry world. So let me tell you just a little bit about Miriam Haskell. She was known for all of her fantastic, intricate designs, as you see here with the faux pearls and all of the beadwork. She founded her company in 1926, but initially worked as a milliner. She was doing that kind of work before then in 1899. Her first jewelry store was in New York City, and then she moved to Fifth Avenue. So the quality of her items, obviously, you can imagine being a jewelry store on Fifth Avenue was very, very high
Oh,
end.
the third, Raven said the third anniversary is our pearl anniversary. So this is really fitting.
Oh, that's perfect for this. So I just loved this little piece, and this is the first piece of Miriam Haskell I've actually been able to own and bring to a sale because Miriam Haskell is just in the vintage jewelry world so expensive, so difficult to come by. And this is just a wonderful little brooch that I thought would be so sweet. You could wear it, this way on a collar of a jacket, or put it right onto the collar of a hat. So I think if you're looking to get into signed pieces of jewelry and you're interested in owning Miriam Haskell for a great deal, this is, I think, your day to do it. And I love the amount of beadwork and intricate work that she puts into these pieces. So great little design here on a bar brooch. And let's get this on a vintage postcard. I feel like that would probably really show off this design just a tad better. Ooh, let's put it on this postcard here. How about it? We have another wonderful Easter postcard here. Loving Easter wishes. I love these little chickens. They're usually pretty mischievous, but in this one, they are looking actually more normal than all the other chickens. Yeah.
Oh, George says that the pearls, real or faux, are finally making a comeback.
And I am so glad for that, because faux pearls and real pearls, they just look so classy. Oh, the Christmas tree brooch. I've not seen the movies Eyes Wide Shut, but I've heard of it. So I will have to watch that. But the Christmas tree star is always classic. It does sort of have this look. This you could also wear if you hooked a chain to it. I think it would be just lovely as a little drop down pendant with a little black cocktail dress. Would be elegant. Or guys could wear this brooch as well.
It would look lovely on your lapel, vertically on your lapel as well. It would look really beautiful.
Yeah, it would look beautiful. It's that perfect little, it's not little, but elegant, slender brooch for that kind of design. So let's go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And this chicken right here is also holding a proposal letter. We have had so many postcards that give the great opportunity for postcard proposals tonight.
Hey, Chris Shuck from All Shucks.
Chris.
All Shucks 23. I love that. Hey, nice to see you.
Welcome in. Yeah, great little vertical brooch.
I love it like that. I think that's such a chic way to wear a pin.
I think so too. Jane Franklin, congratulations. You are picking up a piece of Miriam Haskell jewelry, which is just fantastic. It's up there with our Weiss and our Eisenberg. So excellent grab. All right, Jane. That is headed your way. Fantastic. There. All right. Let's see here.
So I think up next is the Russian lacquer.
Yes, our set of Russian lacquer. And Nate has been really an excellent procurer, if that's a word. I've just made it one. Russian lacquer pieces. And
I love them.
I love them too.
Totally love them. I just have so enamored with Russian lacquer. This is the last pair of the Russian lacquer brooches that I have at the moment. It starts at Angela at $32, so that's just $16 a brooch, which is a really good price. Does he have a Russian dealer?
Nate needs a Russian dealer, that's for sure. Yeah.
I'm actually trying. I did buy some Russian lacquer boxes that were absolutely beautiful, but I got a message from the seller that the post office had contacted them saying that they had the label, but they didn't have the box. So the whole label got detached from the box, and they are lost.
Such a shame, Nate.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Yeah, I think this pair of brooches are just fantastic together. I like the kind of moodiness of the black lacquer. And I'm guessing that this is probably a Russian fairy tale. Wouldn't you agree, Nate?
They are often depicting Russian fairy tales. I'm not that au fait with them, but it's so charmingly painted. Hey, El Carver.
Hi,
Nice to
El
see you.
Carver. Both of these are signed on the back. And I just think that these Russian lacquer pieces are so stunning. I have shared before, but my family would often have a group of Russian friends over from our church when I was growing up, and we would have them over for their Bible study, and they would make the most delicious Russian food. And they had one of the kids' names I remember specifically was Martin. Martin, good old Martin. And my brother fed Martin a box of Altoids. Now, granted, we were just little kids, but he ate all the Altoids. And my mom said, Martin, why is your tongue blue? And he was like, well, I ate these, and then showed my mom the box of Altoids. And poor Martin never ate anything in our house ever again, even the food that his family brought. But I remember being so enamored with the Russian lacquer boxes that my mom had, and just learning about their culture was so cool as a kid. So, of course,
it's another person coming across from Tracy Cakes, Chris.
Oh, that's so wonderful, Chris. Thank you. So yeah, that I will always remember, and I just think the hand painting on these things are just so lovely. So let me get a measurement on this one for you with the blue and red. That is 2.5 inches in size. The one with the purple flower is 2.5 as well. So they are the same size. Let me get this on a postcard. I think that would be the best way to show these off. Okay, let's do this birthday greeting postcard. This is probably going to be the easiest here. Okay, so I'm going to get this on the side. We're going to double brooch the postcard, and we will start the count. I know, poor kid. I'll never forget Martin as long as I live. But I love
I love that. And they say his breath is fresh to this
very day. Martin's going around with ultra fresh breath. Actually, Nate, remind me, I will send you Sergey, one of the men that would come over to our house. He's a very talented painter, extremely talented, and does some lovely work. So you'll probably enjoy seeing that. So I'll post his things for you guys so you can see. Okay, let's start the countdown on the Russian lacquer at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Oh, legend. You're a legend, George. Look this one up. It is Vasilia the Beautiful, and she carries the yoke to represent the burdens of womanhood. That's very cool. Thanks, George.
Cool. Thank you, George. Oh my goodness, that just brings that all to life. And we could, in our alleyway Discord, which we don't have yet, but we'll think about making, we could post some Russian fairy tales, which would be very cool.
Yeah. So those are my last two Russian lacquer pieces. If you are interested that I should try and get some more, pop it into the chat that you are interested in more Russian lacquer. I personally am absolutely enamored by it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I love it, and I also am just amazed because I would not have the patience or the skill to paint those small details on something like that. But I see a lot of videos online of people that do that type of very highly skilled detail work from different countries, and they paint this stuff like I'm sure it's a very challenging skill to learn, but in the videos they make it look so easy. And I think one of the things is if you overthink it or you get nervous about messing up a line, then it does mess up. But they just, I mean, churn it out, and the steadiness of hand is just, it's unreal to me.
Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm sure you're going to love them. Thanks very much for your bid as well. Renee is okay, and Dennis, I think, was bidding as well. I'll try and get some more. I will try and get some more. I can't afford those style of brooches, Kim. I've looked them up, and they go for moonbeams. They really do.
Are some of the Coke bottles in the background 3D, or are they just very well painted? Oh, I think they're just very well designed, Raven. They look so 3D, don't they? All of the Coke bottles, but they're not. These were actual serving trays. And I have ones ranging from the 1900s, all the early 1900s, all the way up to the 50s. And they're just so cool, but they really do look like they're just popping right off, which is fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw one that had a squirrel on it. I think that would be cool. Russian lacquer brooch with a squirrel. I've recently seen some of the Russian brooches, but they're actually painted onto mother of pearl. And they are very, very special, really special.
That has to be so cool. Angela in the chat, she bought one that's Russian lacquer, and it has an artist palette on it with the actual paintbrushes painted, and I just love that. But they're just very expensive. They also go for moonbeams.
Yeah, nighty night, Raven. It's lovely seeing you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, the mop ones are cool. Okay, so my next brooch is starting off at $45, and this is just gorgeous. This is truly, I think, the last antique brooch I have in my collection that I am bringing to sale. So I don't have any more at this time, but I am looking for them because they are wonderful. This is a solid chunk of glass with the most gorgeous cut. It is from the 1930s, and it is in this amazing amber color with gorgeous prongs. And the cut is just stunning. And the back has an early homemade safety catch on it, which they started doing in the 1930s is when they introduced the safety catch. You can see the design is earlier than the ones that we know now, and that pin back, yeah, quite long. So
I tell you, I love this. The simplicity of this, the fact that it looks just like an enormous gemstone that's floating is insane to me. Honestly, I think this is just beautiful. If you had shown me this before, I would have totally talked you out of putting this in the sale, and I would have totally talked you into putting it in a box to come to me.
I'm sorry.
I tell you, I love that. The simplicity of that is exceptional.
It is so beautiful, and it does have a slight glow to it as well, which is really nice.
In fact, Katie, can you hold it up to the screen? Because I'm going to take a photo of it, because I want Gay to make me a brooch with one of my gemstones that looks just like this.
Yep, absolutely. And I can take another picture of this as well. Let me show you the back.
Thanks. Yeah. I tell you, I love that. I rate that so highly.
And it's in incredible condition, guys, for its age. I see very almost to no wear on this at all. And I just love the shape. I know.
Put on the hat. Try it on the hat.
Yeah, on the hat, I think the square might just be the ticket. Oh, look at that. Right on the front. because the color of whatever you're wearing really shows through. You know, you get this beautiful ambery, orangey yellow, but then whatever you wear just pops right through that. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a huge collection of gemstones, George, and I keep on saying to myself, I need to save a bit of money so I can get something set. But the problem is I keep on finding other gemstones that I want to buy, and I never have the spare cash to actually set something. Oh, I love it.
I love that. It could probably be just a little bit lower on this bag, but you can see just how whatever you've got, it just shines right through. It's yeah, this is a very special piece, and I love finding those homemade safety catches. I think that's just such a neat piece of jewelry history. You know, I like having examples of all the different clasps and ways that they made jewelry in my collection.
Yeah,
I think
Dennis, it is such a
that's
dude brooch.
it
Absolutely
is. Oh, yeah.
perfect, perfect dude brooch. Oh, like that.
I know. I
I
know
love
you
that.
like that, Nate. Yeah, so many people on the red carpet. That was one of my favorite things about we watched the Met Gala together. Nate and I, you could watch it live now on streaming. And it was so cool watching people show up to the red carpet with not only one brooch, but a whole jacket, let's say, of
Yeah.
brooches. And guys, because jewelry should be for everybody, in my opinion. So I just thought that was very cool. Let's get this on one of our vintage postcards. I love the sayings and sentiments on these old postcards. And this one says, the words matter little, the card not at all, but the goodwill they carry, need is not small. Best wishes. So that is just a lovely, lovely postcard.
Well, we loved watching the Met Gala. We were a little bit scathing on some of the outfits that were there, and we were really scathing of the cameraman
Oh, the
from
poor cameraman.
I don't know. We started watching one channel, and the cameraman we thought was drunk at one stage. He couldn't focus on anything. He was
Oh,
panning
you
all
just
around.
like boom, boom, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would zoom in like on a woman's shoes, right? And then the camera would just all of a sudden like pan really fast, super zoomed in across like everybody, and then it would zoom out really hard, and we're like, "What?" Nate and I got so dizzy. I'm not
Oh,
kidding you. I was actually like dizzy. I had to quit watching that. We
yeah.
went to another view of the Met Gala because there were
We
several
did
streaming, and we saw the guy that we thought was drunk. He was just throwing handfuls of peanuts back
peanuts.
and just whipping the camera around and drinking something. I had no clue what it was. It was hilarious, but we finally got a good stream where we could see all of the people, you know, which is fun.
It was crazy, wasn't it? But yeah, and there were two people it could have been, and we were speculating. And then when we saw that one guy
Yeah,
throwing peanuts down his mouth, we thought, "Oh, that's him."
and I
It
thought,
was
you
raw.
know, that's not going to look so good for you as a individual. You're not going to be asked back as a cameraman. Maybe you don't care about your job, but like that just does not look good for the entire company. But the other thing that amazed me is how many women, or dudes, including, were in tight, really, really tight, almost can't walk attire where you need an assistant. And they had stairs that you had to, I mean, granted, that's kind of the elegant thing in all these galas is like, oh, you come down the stairs so gracefully or up the stairs. But how people walk in some of this stuff just blows my mind.
I think several of them couldn't. I think they were sort of
Yeah.
inched up with helpers. I tell you, Katie, this is the most beautiful piece. I really, really love this.
I'm so glad you like it. And I'm sorry, Nate, I didn't consult you first, but you're welcome
Yeah.
to jump in the chat if you're interested in it. Okay, so let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. And I love that the little claws on this holding this in look like little bits of furniture, you know, like almost like
Yeah.
the ball and claw feet of a piece of furniture. I think is so beautiful.
There's
Oh,
the sold.
see that sold, and we're going to see who is taking home this brooch. It's so beautiful. Dennis, congratulations, man. That is headed your way.
I bet you will love that when it arrives, Dennis. I'm
Yeah.
dead jealous, buddy. That is just beautiful.
It is really like a little work of art. That is so true. All right, Dennis, headed your way. I can't wait for you.
How many giveaways have we got to do? Another 2?
We've got 2 left, so why don't we do one now for everybody?
Okay, let's do it. Okay, everyone, you don't need to have purchased anything or intend to purchase anything to for going forward to enter into the giveaways. It's letters of the alphabet. Please guess as many times as you like, but 1 letter at a time. Good luck.
Good luck, friends. Let's see who is going to get one of our mystery postcards. This is always very exciting. I love doing these. They're so fun to give away. Oh, my brooch has become askew again. It is, tell you, such a fun brooch to wear, but I've got to work on its pinning. I just pinned it very loosely through the top, so there it is.
Maybe if you pin it through, is there a buttonhole there?
There is, yeah. I should have gone all the way through it, but I didn't. So it's just kind of hanging, sort of, so to speak.
I have not seen. Oh, wait a second. I have seen the letter. Let me just go back up to see, make sure that was the first time it was used.
Okay, let me double check. And then if you will also send me the letter, that would be great.
Okay, I'm going to send it through to you now.
Okay. I don't see. Yep, I see it. Okay, what was the letter, Nate?
Q for Quebec. And that means it goes to Nikki Mars. Congratulations, Nikki.
Nikki, congratulations. You are winning one of our fabulous mystery postcards. Very exciting.
There's a couple of new people I see in the chat. T at Nana's. That's such a cute name. Olivia Rich, welcome. And also Olivia.
T at Nana's, great name. Lots of cool people in the chat tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. The giveaways are our gift to you for all of the time that you spend with us tonight. And we do have just a couple of pieces left before we wrap up the sale. And our next piece is a lovely little set of brooches. So you're getting all of these for one money. And these I really like, and Nate does as well. And we had talked about gathering enough of these to make a wreath, but I think that you could do that as well if you wanted to. One of these brooches is signed BSK, which is a great company. And these are starting off, Angela, at $30. So the first one measures 2 inches in size. This is the BSK brooch. These are all gorgeously modeled leaf brooches.
I love when they have the matte mixed with the ultra shiny gold finish. I think it's a great look. So there are 3 leaf brooches. It's basically one lot, $30. That's $10 a brooch. That's showing up beautifully. It's in lovely condition as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. BSK Jewelry is Benny, Sheila, and Klein. They were a New York based costume jewelry company. They were around, I think, from the 40s to the 50s. So really nice company of costume jewelry. Not super high end, but they made some really great pieces. Nicely modeled. This one is 3 inches in size. It is not signed, but it is lovely. And I wish I knew all of these leaves, Nate.
Is that an oak leaf? Is that an oak leaf?
It might be an oak leaf. I should know this because my grandfather was so enamored with trees and gardening. And he would teach us about leaves and trees. And I just can't remember it all. But if Grandpa were here, he'd know immediately. And then the last one that you're getting is, I mean, all of these are just perfect for fall. 3 inches in size. And this one has a lot of sparkle to it. It is so pretty.
Yeah. I
I
thought these three went quite nicely together. They're not exactly the same gold tone. Not that we'd expect you necessarily to wear them all at once. Yeah, I think it is an oak, Heidi. But I think leaf brooches are a lovely look. I think they are just beautiful. Heidi, or
I think
maple.
they're beautiful, and we can all be dreaming about the cooler weather that is to come. So let me get this on one of our floral postcards here. And I'm afraid if I do this one, it's going to cover up the lady's face. But let's see. Yeah, we'll get this on our birthday greetings postcard. Although that's a little floral. Let's. I'm gonna change out here, guys. Hang on with me because I just saw the most perfect postcard here in this stack, and I'm afraid. Yep, here it is. Yep, we're gonna get it on our Thanksgiving postcard. I think that's a way more fitting, to be quite honest with you. And this little pilgrim is riding a turkey, which I find absolutely hilarious. So we are going to get all three of them together so you can see what they look like. And actually, I might just have to hold the third next to this one.
They look great together. I think they look great. You know, at first, my favorite was the gold tone one that you're touching now. But now that I see the rhinestone one in the light, in the great light, it is beautiful.
It's stunning. Okay, let's see if I can workshop this. I'll hold them all up so you can see them kind of together and in a fall foliage moment. And then I'm going to hold these up next together. Yes, I will, Dennis, but it's worth every bit, and you're getting some fabulous, fabulous things. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. And these would make great napkin ring holders for your Thanksgiving table as well. If you wanted to pin a brooch on every napkin, I think you could collect enough leaf brooches or do a mix of brooches. Oop, as I just scared Nate and gave him a heart attack. I'm so sorry. This one is just fine. All is well, guys. But
I
yeah.
might not make our 4th anniversary at this rate.
Yes, I know. Poor Nate. I don't mean to be clumsy. It's just sometimes I am. I can't help it. Rachel, that is going to you.
Congratulations. Thanks everyone who's bidding on those. I'm liking bringing those groups of gold tone brooches together because I like bringing those. So I'm glad you're liking them too.
Yeah, I really think that they're wonderful. Rachel, you're going to have so much fun with those, whether you wear them on hats or put them on your Thanksgiving table. They are so nicely modeled. Really great little set together there. Okay.
Nate loses an angel wing feather every time Katie drops a brooch.
I know, poor Nate. I feel awful for him. Okay. This next brooch is starting off at $32, and it does have a little vintage wear, but as Nate and I like to say, we think that these pieces, while they have wear, have a lot of life left in them. So I absolutely love this, and I think it's just a fantastic color combination. This is 2 3/4 inches in size, and this is another piece that's just straight out of the 1950s. And it is for this beautiful black and white star brooch with these wonderful pear-shaped stones. Now you can see that the clear has just a little bit of yellowing to it, and it may be showing up a little bit more yellow on camera. So let me take that yellow light that I have away so you can really see the true color of the rhinestones there. They're just a little bit yellowed, but I think there's so much happening here. It's so beautiful. It is completely a stunner. I love the shape of this brooch. And what's interesting is it's got the safety clasp there, and then it also has this interesting riveted bar on the back. And I'm not sure why that would be there. But it's extra supported and there's a lot of puddling happening. So it is
Because standardly that finding would be attached to that bar, wouldn't it?
You
It's
would
quite
think
unusual.
so. So yeah, that's really unusual, but it was made extremely well, whoever did this. And the prong setting on this is just fabulous. Better than on in pieces.
Perhaps that bar was put in during the manufacture and they found that it didn't sit as well as it could. That's why they decided to actually attach the finding higher. Perhaps that was it.
Totally. And I do, George, love the tips of the clear stones where they added those little diamond triangles. I think that's so interesting. It really adds to that kind of wow, that burst effect that's happening here. So I've had this guy as well for quite a while. Oh, so it doesn't flip forward. Maybe that's an interesting concept that I never thought about that, but totally.
Yeah.
I don't
Perhaps
know.
they found that after they sort of manufactured that it just wasn't quite sitting right.
Yeah, because it doesn't flip forward at all on this. So, and some brooches are so heavy that they do that. They're not as well designed in the back.
George says the bar was to hold the stacked center in place so it couldn't get flattened. Yeah.
They couldn't have put the pin. Of course, George knows. That's perfect. That is fantastic. Well, see, they knew how to manufacture a really good brooch. Okay, so let's get this on Vanna White. I think Betty has done a wonderful job modeling for us, but I think Vanna White is going to show off this brooch maybe just a little bit better. Can never get that straight there. Oh yeah, that's a fun brooch.
Oh, that looks so nice.
I know, doesn't it? Good. So good. Okay, so we'll get this on one of our vintage postcards, and I think, Nate, you probably know the postcard that I'm going to pull out of my little stash here.
Is it going to be like the nighttime illustration of Big Ben, or is it a New York skyline one?
It's a New York skyline, New York at night. Yeah. Love this postcard for the black and white brooches. I think, oh, that's so perfect. Oh my gosh, I love this. That is killer together. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid in, friends. George is a plethora of knowledge. I've sent George stuff and he's been so kind to answer, and I learn something every time from him. It's just great. So George is a jack of all trades. All right, let's see.
Okay. Next up,
Nikki, I think that is headed your way. Thank you so much, Nikki.
There was some furious bidding on that one. Wow.
Thank you guys so much. I'm thrilled that you like that. Oh no, Nate. No, George, you are not a master of none. Okay. Let's see this one. Oh, this is so pretty. This one is really pretty. Okay, this next one is starting off at $22 in the chat, and it's all glass, the stones. It's 2.5 inches in size. And Nate, I'm guessing this is probably late 60s, early 70s, I would think.
Yeah, I think so. I thought this was particularly pretty. I like the detail on the leaves, particularly how they've been picked out in the design. And also I love the way they've set the stones, and with this multitude of very tiny little prongs to hold it in, which again, it adds to the design. It doesn't just hold the stone, and it adds to the design. And I do like a brooch that you get a bit of space through as well.
Yeah,
I think
I
there's
think
something.
the
Oh, it's so
negative space so works.
you don't realize how big it is until you actually have it back, because that is pretty sizable, isn't it?
It is pretty sizable. And I love the rope detailing around the outside as well, where you get
Yeah.
that little bit of textured rope with that matte gold rope, I think is wonderful. And you get also a little bit of glow. I just put my black light down. There it is. You get a little bit of glow, as you can see, with those yellowy orangey stones, which is also kind of fun. I love when a brooch has a bit of glow.
Yeah, I know what you mean about that, Tina. My mother has a couple of quite heavy brooches. She actually has like a small handkerchief that she pins the brooch through when the fabric is quite delicate, and it sits behind, and she finds that will keep a heavy brooch secure on a more delicate fabric.
Ooh, that's a very good idea, Nate. I never thought about doing that, but that would work for some of my shirts as well.
Mm.
Um, this is just wonderful. The detail on the leaves kind of almost looks like wings to me. Sort of a
It does. It totally does.
yeah,
Like swan wings, I thought initially.
or the Red Wing shoe logo. Kind of reminds me of that, just a tad. So we'll get this on one of our vintage postcards and count this guy down. I don't know if I showcased the back, but just in case I didn't, I'll show it again. Uh,
Lovely, neat and clean as well. Does someone really loved us and took care of it?
Very much so. Here's a sweet little postcard from October 7th of 1908 with this lovely little girl. Oh, and I'm covering her face. I'm sorry, lady. Didn't mean to do that. But here we are. So we'll start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end brooch magnets. What are brooch magnets, Rachel? Am I new to this? I need to know. Yeah, great for the fall leaf theme. That's hard to say. Fall leaf theme. I think that's a tongue twister. All right.
Okay, Nikki, thank you so much, Nikki. I'm sure you'll love it. It is a really sophisticated look.
Nikki, congratulations on that. Dennis, thank you so much for bidding on that as well.
Yeah.
I know that you're getting some great pieces tonight, so I'm sorry you missed out on that one. We've just got one more piece each this evening, and then we've got our last giveaway, and we appreciate you hanging out with us. We've kind of had a little bit of an extra long sale, but we have been having so much fun tonight chatting and hanging out with you guys and just celebrating our 3 years. It's crazy to me still that we have been doing this 3 years. I call them our little bling parties because to me they feel very intimate, and we're just hanging out with our friends looking at some beautiful jewelry. So thank you guys for coming along and being with us. This is 2 inches in size, this next piece, and it is all black. And I really fell in love with this. It's got a japanned back. And this is starting off at $18, which is my bargain of the evening for you guys. And I just think it is gorgeous with the all black kind of almost looks like a peach design with the leaves at the top and these really, really sparkly black rhinestones, and all of that metal works just.
That's very chic. That is so chic, the black rhinestones. I really love them.
I love them too.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, look at the paparazzi effect on this guy. Yeah, nice holiday look for sure, George.
Oh, look at it.
Look at it go. Look at it sparkle, man. That is crazy. Oh, no.
Could you do the dimensions?
Sure. It is 2 inches in size. 2 inches. And it is just gorgeous, you guys.
And it's good to have a brooch for a somber occasion. You know, it is it is good to have a brooch that you might want to wear to a funeral. I think that's a good thing to have in your collection.
Or just with a black and white outfit. You know, I talk about this a lot, but whenever I'm kind of at a crossroads of what do I wear and I'm going out to either the theater or the symphony, or I need to go to a fancy dinner or a wedding, my go-to is always black and white, because I don't think it matters your how you wear certain colors. Black and white, in my opinion, it's that classic thing that just looks good on everyone, and you could never go out of style wearing black and white. Caviar, yes, it does look like caviar. And I like how round and domed it is. It does sit up a little bit, so it kind of shows up and really makes a statement for sure.
It's really reminiscent of that cut steel, that Georgian cut
Yeah.
steel as well.
Yeah, it does look like that. I actually have a shoe buckle. Nate and I were talking about shoe buckles
Mm.
before the sale, but I have a shoe buckle like that. So I have to bring that along sometime. And are you guys interested in shoe buckles at all, or blingy shoe accessories? Do let us know, because we have some that we're interested in bringing.
Yeah,
But it's not
some
our normal thing.
yeah, antique steel cut, some really interesting ones if you're interested in that sort of thing. I did send you a quick email as well, Katie, if you wouldn't mind having a look at that.
Sure, I sure can. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the black scorpion would count for a sober event, but
I don't know. But you know what? You would be the most interesting and mysterious person in the room. Okay, we'll get this on one of my favorite
I
postcards.
love this one.
Union Station. I love this postcard.
It's so moody.
It is so moody, and I love Union Station. This was sent in 1929. Union Station was one of the busiest train hubs in the world. It literally connected New York all the way out to California, which is so cool. So we will start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end, friends. Just gorgeous. I love the way the light plays off of those cuts on the black
Yeah.
rhinestones, and then you get that beautiful japanned back. Union Station. I have a stereo card showing it under 8 feet of water in the flood. George, that is so cool. I've never heard of the flood. So I wonder if in the Union Station you can actually see where it flooded. That's very cool. Jane, that is headed your way for 28. Congratulations on that. That is a wonderful buy. And thank you to everybody else that was bidding on that as well. I appreciate it. Okay, Nate, let me check your email. And get this here. Okay. Yep. Can do. Okay.
So this is my last brooch for the night. This has been a fantastic night, everyone. Thank you so much. It's just been wonderful.
It really has been. And to see all of our regular friends in the chat, and George, you getting to hang out with us tonight. I mean, I can't tell you how much that means the world to us. And seeing everyone come in and celebrate, it's just been so fun. And to sell some of our best bling that I've literally had for forever is just so cool. So our last piece here is starting off at 2 inches. Can you see how late it is? My brain is not functioning. It is 2 inches, and I promise you it's not starting off at 2 inches, but it is starting off at 58, because this truly is an insane showstopper tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh my word, Nate.
I This is another one that I've not really wanted to part with. And once I got onto that train of parting with things that I didn't want to, it actually became a bit easier, to be honest. It just became a bit easier. But this is an absolute premium piece of a brooch. The construction is exceptional. The design is absolutely exceptional. The marquise, the rounds, the way that they've used the rounds and the marquise together to make this flower, it almost seems botanical in a way. You can almost identify what this flower is. Like I just love it. I think it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing quality of stones. These are top quality stones. Incredible saturation of color. Just incredible saturation.
That blue with the purpley fuchsia is just insane on this. I don't know if you guys could. Yeah. I mean, look at that two-toned. What was the word for this, Nate? I suddenly have
Givra.
These Givra stones. Yeah, so much dimension, y'all.
But it's just the starting from the middle with this basic round, followed around by small rounds, a row of marquees, and then followed again by rounds. It's whoever designed this knew exactly what they were doing. They really have talent. They really had talent.
And I love too the points that come to the little triangles to make the petals at the end.
Yeah.
How those are flat and they kind of face down, and then you have the upward part of the marquee. It really does make this so dimensional. It's just insane. It really is. It's fantastic. So let's get this on one of our vintage birthday greetings postcard with the little dove, with, of course, maybe a proposal tied around his neck for birthday greetings. But we'll start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. It is more beautiful than fireworks in the sky. I mean, it is absolutely just gorgeous. The color in this is like, you'll never see another brooch like this with that color, in my opinion. It's just so good.
Thank you. Hi, Jenny. I think I missed saying hello to you. Congratulations to Nate and Katie for 3 fun years. Oh, thank you so much, Trina. Thank you for coming along. It's so lovely of you to spend your time with us. Sleep well, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes, thank you so much for coming along and being
Hannah.
Hannah is the special winner of that piece.
Wow. I'm so sorry, Jenny Mac. You just missed out with that bid. Thank you for it anyway. And thank you, Hannah. Thanks everyone who's bidding on that. It is an absolute beautiful piece, Hannah, and you will love it when you get it.
Yeah, you're going to just die when you see that in person. It is so sparkly and so special. So I am, oh, thanks, George. We really have tried to bring back the brooch, and I think it is so great to see so many people loving and rocking rhinestone jewelry. I think it should have a comeback. It should have its moment, which it seems like it is. And I also love that more and more people are wearing rhinestone and costume jewelry out and about, not just for fancy occasions, because I think they're little works of art.
Yep.
And this is just so wonderful that you guys could spend your evening with us and enjoy our little bling party. Nate, we've got one more giveaway tonight, which will be our last mystery postcard of the evening. So would we like to tell everyone how they can do that?
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for being with us for tonight and for the last 3 years. We really, really love and appreciate every single one of you. Our last giveaway for today, it's letters of the alphabet. You don't need to have purchased anything. Put as many guesses as you like, but one guess at a time. And thank you, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. This is our mystery postcard, which is always so fun to do because if I can, I try to theme them to the person that wins. Oh, I see it already out of the gate.
Okay, I have not seen it yet. Okay, I'll just send you who I see.
Yep. Awesome. Would you like to tell us what the letter is?
The letter is U for umbrella, and it goes to our very own George,
George.
our beloved George the Antique Nomad. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats, George. I am so glad you won that postcard. I will send it to you if you let me know what a good place to send it to is. That is fantastic, George. Congratulations. I've got something special for you coming your way. But thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. It has been another wonderful bling party. Now, next Saturday, I am going out of town. I am going to see one of my favorite bands in concert. They are doing their last tour, so I have to go. So, unfortunately, we will not have our sale next Saturday. Oh,
Sharon Sue.
oh my
Oh,
goodness. Thank you so much, Sharon.
thank you, Sharon Sue. You're so sweet. Everyone has
Oh,
been
that is so kind.
so sweet tonight. It's just been lovely. So
Oh, it
moving.
has been so lovely, Sharon. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Um,
Oh,
oh,
Julie.
oh, that's very kind of you, Carly. I appreciate that. So I will be away next Saturday, but I'm literally gone for one day and I come back the following day. So we will workshop on when a good time is to have our sale. We'll still have one. It won't be, I get in very late on Sunday, so it will probably be Monday or Tuesday. We'll do a little pop-up sale, but I'll
Yep.
get with Nate on that and we will put that out on Instagram. My favorite band is this indie band from Washington, D.C. They're called Sub Radio. They are amazing. They do sort of positive pop punk, is my best way of describing them. And they are fabulous. They also do covers, funny covers of songs. They've done a Star Wars version of Mr. Brightside by the Killers. They've done Stacy's dad instead of Stacy's mom, all kinds of fun stuff. But I found them during the pandemic. They were doing Reddit live streams and making people smile. And I just loved their lyrics and their music. And I've seen them now 4 or 5 times. And as the music industry's gotten harder for them, they unfortunately have decided that they're going to take a hiatus from touring, a creative hiatus. They say they're not breaking up, but I love their music. And I'm seeing them for $26 a ticket, so you can
Wow.
beat that. They just produced their latest album with Neil Avron, which was a big deal. He's been the owner of pretty much all pop punk and alt rock for the last 20 years. He's done Weezer. He produced an album for a Yellow Card, which is here, Walk the Moon, tons of bands. And they flew out to California and did their last album with him. So that's very cool. I can't wait to hear everything live. And they're playing basically everything they've ever written. So it will be an incredible show.
Toby, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here tonight, buddy. We hope you come back and spend some time with us. Wow, what an incredible night. Thank you so much, Katie. You are an absolute dream come true.
Oh, I love doing this with you, Nate. It's so fun. It's great when you get people that actually love what they're doing and are interested in history and love learning and selling and curating beautiful things. And I couldn't have asked for a better partner and friend. So thank you, Nate, so much. Thank you, everyone. You guys make our community so special. I say this to Nate every week, but we really, truly have the best people around. You guys are so kind, so loving to one another, and you just make this little chat feel like a family. So I love hanging out with all of you. We hope you have a fantastic week ahead and be on the lookout for our invoices in the next couple of days. And I hope, as always, folks, you will save that vintage, spin that vinyl, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.
Toodaloo, kangaroos. Love you all.